I got some coffee. I got some cookies.
I got some wawa. I got water.
I also have water.
The best liquid.
Yes.
Wait, are you starting right now?
Oh, I already started.
Oh.
It's the starting soon screen.
Ah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, they can still hear us.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't hide anything from my viewers or the future viewers. By the way, hello, future viewers on YouTube. I love you so much.
Oh, I got an ad as soon as I open it on my phone.
Let's go.
Wait, this is the correct. Okay, so
Ah,
can you access guest star on phone?
I think
you
so.
can. I think they updated it recently that now you can. Before, they didn't allow you to do that.
To be honest, I wish it was simpler.
Yeah.
Maybe in the future, don't need a window open. You just click on some stuff and it's there. Hey, it's us. We're live. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Nyx. Hello, Alnicchi. How are you doing?
Good, and you?
Pretty. Yeah, I'm good.
Pretty?
Kind of
You
tired.
pretty?
Slightly tired. Who's pretty? You're pretty.
You said
Everybody's
pretty.
pretty. Nick.
No. You're pretty.
You know who's pretty? Chat. Chat is pretty.
Chat is pretty.
Chat is beautiful.
Oh.
Chat, you're beautiful.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So how's your day?
Everybody's beautiful. Why am I so big on your thing?
On my screen
Well,
too, actually.
Either
I'm
it's
why
either
am I huge?
either you're huge or Nyx is small. Because you shared the PNG, the group link. It's okay. You're a ghost. You can be any size.
That is
I
true.
can make
be
you-
any size.
I can make it smaller, but then make Nyx really, really tiny.
Oh no.
TV Nixu.
TV.
Hello everyone. I am Mselboim. I'm a day 20 mimic VTuber doing D&D, targeting gaming, weekly podcast apparently. Episode 13
Let's go.
in a
Episode
row. We didn't
13.
miss. I think we didn't miss a single week.
Wow.
We haven't missed a single week. We've changed dates, but we haven't missed a week. So we've been
Let's
doing this for
go.
13 weeks.
Woo! And I'm joined by my co-host Nyx Oleander. Give us introduction.
Hello, everyone. I'm Nyx Oleander. I'm a half light, half dark elfling who is not a mushroom, who plays too many horror games, and also is hosting a podcast weekly.
Wait, you're
Woo!
not a mushroom? I thought you were a mushroom.
I'm
She's
not a...
she's
But Mimic said you were a mushroom. What? I've been bamboozled all along. Oh no!
It's interesting. It's confusing.
she's a mushroom. She told me she's a mushroom.
I can transform into a mushroom, but I'm not a mushroom. I can transform into anything, but the first thing I chose to transform into when I came to Earth was a mushroom.
Then
I
you're
think
a
this
mushroom.
means that she's a mushroom. Yeah.
Yeah, that means you're a mushroom.
Yeah. And we're joined by our guest star for today, Alnicchi.
Hello everybody, my name is Alnicchi. I'm a wandering ghost VTuber who only streams once in a blue moon. Hello!
For a wandering ghost, you don't wander much.
Yeah, I don't. No, I wander inside the house. Yes.
Oh, I see.
Yes, still wandering. As long as there's a place to go, I wander the bathroom. I wander the kitchen. I wander the bedroom. That's the wandering. I do.
Wander inside the house. Wow. Let me give a shout
I
out.
didn't say how far.
It's Alnicchi. I'll give a shout out to Nyx in 2 minutes when we allowed.
Mhm.
Hello Anton. Hello Kayfin. Welcome. Let's go Alnicchi.
Welcome in, everyone.
Welcome everyone. And how was your day?
Uh, Pretty good. I just came back from the office this morning. Then I have a collab earlier with my mama Kapen, who is, by the way, who is not my rigger
VTuber mama?
or yeah, not my VTuber mama.
He's not even a mama. He's a papa.
Uh-huh.
No, he's my mother. He's my mama. I already have a dad. It's his girlfriend. Ready?
I see. So
Got the parents mixed up.
you can get a bit of a sneak peek on Alnicchi's complicated family situation.
Yes.
I'm what, huh?
It's kind of like you, Nyx.
How's
yeah.
mine
And also-
complicated?
Your mom is a mushroom and your dad is also mushroom. uh, wait, no, your dad is a mushroom. Your mom is a baby tomato, and
What?
you get Nyx.
That's-
Your mother is a dragon. Don't tell us how complicated our family is.
Well,
Your mother is a dragon.
that's correct. Talking about my dragon mama, she's just started working on the art that we redeemed here. I think it was like 2 episodes ago.
I think so.
Woo!
So she worked on this today on stream.
Oh!
And if you all remember, there was the art that she made for herself. I said exactly the same thing, but with me, and I'm bamboozled. She did it perfectly. It's also the 69 here on the thighs. I just
Oh my
seen that.
gosh.
Mm, mm.
Mm.
I wonder if the abs are true though.
Do we what?
Is it? Oh, not nothing.
What's true?
If the abs are true because
Oh,
or
the
only
abs.
if yeah, or it's because you requested the abs, but in truth you don't have abs.
Like in reality?
No, in the like
In the
your
model?
normal, yeah, in normal model.
Technically,
His shirt is always on, so you can't say for sure.
Yeah, I can't say. I can only trust her, Mimic's mother.
she knows. She
If
gave birth to me. Also, technically, I looked at the files when she sent it to me, and apparently there is an asset of me without shirt, and there is abs.
Oh,
It's in the family. It's genetics. You cannot be the child of this dragon without having abs.
oh wow.
She's an ab dragon VTuber.
Ab dragon.
Wow.
I wish I could have abs.
I have, yeah. Now I have
Don't
official
have
abs. Do you have abs?
No, no.
Yeah, get
Sadly, I
abs today.
Not that's
what do you
not
mean send
nothing that's
me?
visible.
What about me? What do you mean send me? Auntie is very good at holding onto her items. Ask her about her mouse.
My mouse.
You
Not my
really know who to
mouse.
commission.
What?
My mouse is currently broken right now. So the
Hey, Cedric.
right
Wait, didn't you
mouse
fix it?
button- Oh, the right mouse button is broken, right? It's because I changed the pin to make it to the left button. I don't know how
Oh,
to
right, right.
explain it.
Instead of
my
just
right-
wander a bit outside of the house and buying a new mouse.
Mm.
But it's still usable as long as I can still use the scroll
Hmm.
button as a right mouse button. It's still usable.
You know,
Wait,
might
you're
be
using the
actually
scroll as a right mouse?
Yes.
pro League of Legends player for you.
Oh my gosh.
They do
That's so
anything to play the
funny.
game.
So every time when I'm playing League, every time I try to move the character, it also zooms in on the character. So I have to like zoom out
Oh no.
every time I try to move.
She also plays League with her feet.
With her
No,
feet.
I don't. No, I don't.
Oh,
no.
you don't? Oh,
No.
I'm so disappointed.
Have you seen my? I don't have feet. What do you mean I don't have?
Oh,
feet?
oh,
Isn't
right.
that feet right
It's
there?
jetpack. No, that's
I'm
a
a
jetpack.
I'm a jetpack.
Oh.
Actually, no, I don't even
Look.
know what I'm.
It's a jetpack. Woo!
Oh
So,
no, I see
ladies,
it.
you know what I did today?
What did you do today?
A few hours ago when I woke up, for some reason, I went to look at my YouTube videos, and I saw a fit stream. So I kind of started watching it just for the fun, and I couldn't stop watching. I watched almost the entire thing,
Oh
Oh my
no.
gosh.
and there
What
was an
kind of
epic
feed
moment.
stream was
There was an epic moment that Alnicchi was in chat and Nyx was in voice call,
Oh my gosh. I knew
and
we
she
would
was
talk about this.
laughing, crying, laughing, crying. Yeah, I wanted to ask Nyx how was it? How was the fit stream? Was it cringe or was it the most epic moment of your streaming career so far?
I my initial thoughts when I pulled up your stream, I hovered over your name and I the first thing I saw was feet and I'm just like, are we actually doing this? Clicked in and the first thing I was greeted with was your feet. And then Alnicchi trying to run away. And then I was just kind of there listening and seeing how crazy it was going to get. And it got crazier and crazier until I was invited into the live foot stream.
Why did you agree?
You know, I saw it pop up in the corner of my screen and I'm just like, oh no. What is he gonna do? How bad can this go? But let's just do it. Because this is gonna be interesting.
Professional streamer for you. Say yes to the weird call.
let's go.
Because
So
I'm pretty sure Mimic. I'm probably one of the only people who would have answered. I feel like a lot of people would have ignored you because they knew you're doing a feed stream.
you know, I really thought at this moment, who do I invite to the call? It can be easy, right? To invite Aero or Anton or I don't know, Lordo. It could be really easy to invite one of those.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I thought, who could be really really funny to invite? She will cooperate, and she will also laugh and cry and be completely embarrassed. Um, and regret get good content, for forever. It was either the Alnicchi or Nyx. Um, and Alnicchi already saw my feet, so I think Nyx was a bit more interesting.
See, it's an interesting thing because like it's such like an on spot moment where you also have to question like, is the person gonna answer?
Yeah. I'm not good content. I see how it is. Anton, you have ant feet. It's small.
Ant feet, yeah. But no, it
To be
was.
honest, yeah, I think maybe it's like a warm up topic. Hey Vito, how you doing? Maybe it's a warm up topic. Um, there's this big question: as a male streamer, is it better to collab with another man or with a girl, or does it maybe it doesn't matter at all? And this is kind of it's not on our list of topics, but I want to ask you like a surprise topic. What do you think? Collab with the opposite gender versus same gender, or does it even matter? Could be like non-binary person. Does it matter if you collab with someone with your gender or someone with the opposite gender from your experience?
Ooh, this is a good
Is there any
starting
difference?
topic.
That's a great question. That's a good
Yeah.
question.
Collab with the opposite gender or versus the same gender.
Let's see. When I
Well,
when I collab with
mm,
Arrow, for example, um, we have a pretty good collabs actually. Sometimes there's a girl like Alnicchi and Peony who went to our stream, started shipping us, me and Arrow,
yeah.
because we're such good friends now. We really vibe well with each other, and we can have this kind of manly fuck everyone, fuck women, kind of manly, jokingly, of course, kind of collab, kind of energies, which is really cool. I don't really have that with other people. And then again, at the same time, if you collab with a cute girl, naturally you will get more viewers. At the same time, those might be viewers that will not follow you afterwards. When I collab with, I think I talked about this multiple times. that sometimes I collab, well, at least in the last few months, I would collab with a really cute girl. Maybe she has a really good voice. Then there would be some viewers who would immediately subscribe to her, um, and then they will not watch me at all unless if I collab with another cute girl. So it's like a double-edged sword. Hello, Even Square. We just been talking about the feed stream.
Mm-hmm.
Or did you experience anything like that? Any difference? Collabing with men, women with the opposite gender or the same gender or non-binary? It doesn't matter at all.
Mm.
Alnicchi, you wanna go first?
Yeah, for me, this is what my friend said to me like a long time ago. If you want to be more popular in Twitch or in VTubing in general, mostly collab with your own gender because I think it's a bad thing to say that because it will you will have more like parasocial fans if you do that, if you collab with the same gender. That's what he
Mm.
said to me. More viewers because like what with the arrow and the mimic thing, since they're both men, more girls come to them and ship them, which make them
Ah.
want to watch them more. Like, ooh, what will happen between the two of them? Will their relationship blossom into something else? Same thing with the girls. Recently I collab with an all girl group. I think there was 13 of us all girls. We collab like Goose Goose Duck, I think. And a lot of people I noticed that a lot of people supported it or watch all of those girls even though there's so many of us. Um and me when I collab with another man, I don't or with the opposite gender, I noticed that my viewers tend to be more on the lower side than when I collab with another cute girl, like with
Ah, I
the
see.
other people on the procrastination club. That's what I think. That's what I think. But ultimately, in the long run, I think that it won't matter. It really doesn't matter as long as the people see that or the viewers or your chatters see that you enjoy collabing with the other person regardless of their gender. I think that's the end of it all. If you enjoy with the other person, like my
Mm.
collab with Mama Kappen earlier, even though we're on the opposite gender, um, the people see that we enjoy each other's company, and we all get to laugh and just enjoy the stream along with the chatter. That's what I think. I don't know.
That's a good
That's
way to look at it.
interesting. Yeah,
Yeah.
interesting view. That's completely opposite of what of how I looked at it, which is very inciting.
It's
Very
What do
actually
you
good,
think?
also
good.
the opposite way for how I look at it too. Is like, I was actually just thinking about this
Ah.
the other day because I was trying to set up a collab with another female streamer, and for me, I feel like it's a lot harder to collab with female streamers or
Mm.
of the same gender, at least for me, than it is to with male streamers. Because when I reach out to
Mm.
male streamers, they're very easygoing, they're down to collab, they're
Mm.
very easy to talk to. Whereas like when it comes to like girls, I feel like it's a lot harder to connect with them. And I've had some people in the past where they have like I've just like wanted to start conversation with them, get to know them a little bit, and like some things that they would say is like they would either one ghost me, two cut the conversation short, or three ask me what I wanted.
Mm.
They were very
Mm, that
much like get to the point. If you're not here for something, then I don't want to talk to you kind of
Yeah.
deal. And so I find like when it comes to like collabing with like a girl and girl, it's much harder because the because the girl already knows what she wants to do. They already
mm,
have in mind how set forth they want their stream to be, and it's not like it's bad or anything, or but like the way that I see it is with when you're streaming with a guy, and I actually was telling this to someone recently. When you're streaming with a guy, it's much easier because they're very laid back. They don't have anything like set in stone. They as long as like the stream goes well, the game goes well, they're happy about it. Whereas like when you're
they
streaming,
don't give a shit.
they don't yeah, exactly. They don't really care that much. Whereas like when you're streaming with a girl, they have like certain goals or like thought process or like how the stream wants to go, and like that's completely fine. But sometimes like you have
Mm-mm.
that clash in ideal and how you want the stream to be. And even though you might not have a clash in personality, maybe like your personality clicks really well, you just don't know how the two streamers who have their own mindset will be in a stream together. And
Mm.
so there's like that clash, that there's a clash that is there and that isn't there. It's there to both people, but it's not there to the chat.
What you say is both. I both feel exactly the same, and I heard exactly the same. So, a lot of female VTubers that I spoke with have told me the same. They collab a lot with other male
Mm-hmm.
VTubers, and it's really
Mm-mm.
hard for them to approach female VTubers. They sometimes feel like it's a bit more uncomfortable. The other side doesn't cooperate properly.
Mm.
Um, you need to work a bit harder to do it. If I look at I think I collab with more girls than boys, only slightly, but I did collab with more girls. Um, uh, I only got I only got requests to unpublish VODs from girls.
Mm.
Not many, but it did happen. Never has a guy asked me to unpublish a VOD. Never I felt like a guy is uncomfortable with me on stream. Although with girls, I sometimes feel, or at least I question moments like maybe she's uncomfortable right now. Maybe she's gonna ask to unpublish. Uh, maybe I'm coming too strong or too chaotic or too this or too that. I mean, when I collab with girls, there's more worries. I feel.
Mm.
Mm.
At the
That's
same
the
time,
thing.
we can't argue that girls are way more popular in
Yeah,
VTubing.
that's true.
Yeah.
Mm. I don't know if it's just like a Western thing that it's much more difficult to approach VTuber girls in the West because um here.
It is definitely easier to approach female VTubers from the Philippines. All Filipino girls that I collab with, it was like, you ask, hey, you want to collab? They say yes, we schedule and we collab. It's supposed to be like that, you know? Uh,
But
It's
a
supposed to
little
be,
bit
but I can tell
Filipino
you,
because
it's very hard.
you know the 13 girls that I've collabed with recently.
mm-hmm,
All of us, all of us are Filipino girls, by the way.
mm-hmm,
As soon as we all got into a server and we started like just chatting or talking to each other on VC, instantly everyone just flirts with each other, flirt, even up to the inside the stream. We still all flirt with each other, like making kissing noises with each other. Mwah, 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 I love you, mwah, mwah, mwah.
That's
And
so
I'm like,
funny. That's great. I love that.
yeah,
That's so funny.
like all of us call each other wifey or love inside the stream, and I'm like, how is it much different with like Western females? Like how? Like I don't understand why. Like we're both
Mm,
on the, yeah, like girls supporting each other. Like why isn't it like on different countries or like in the West? Like why
I'm
is it
trying not
like
to be
this?
canceled.
I don't
It's
know.
because of the culture difference,
yeah.
and it's because of the culture difference and how much people are not. They don't want to, a lot of people they don't
Mm-hmm,
like showing like romantic stuff or like flirty stuff to other people, or
mm-hmm.
they're worried because of the culture difference that other people are going to take it the wrong way.
Yeah, they might be cancelled. There's so much sensitivity in the West. And to
There
the
really
point in
is.
Chad, Australians I feel like are easier for me to collab with as well. I always say that people from I'm in the middle in Israel, so people from the future are kind of feel easier for me to collab with, and people from the past, America, Europe, are kind of harder for me to collab with usually. And it might be a West East thingy. Although I gotta say, Japanese people, for example, or Korean people, I didn't collab with many of them. I feel like they are as hard to approach as Americans, and that really could be a cultural thing because Japan and South Korea have been heavily influenced by America and Western markets
Mm-hmm.
since World War II.
Because like with your example, Alnicchi, is like when you got into that call,
Mm.
like guaranteed,
Yeah.
like in the West over here, like that most likely would not happen. It happens rarely, but mostly it's not going to happen because people are worried about offending other people, about making another person uncomfortable, worried about how
Mm-hmm.
other people would see that situation and make both people uncomfortable. And it's just like it's really the sense of like some people probably like would love to like just do that for fun out of nowhere, but then like they're thinking like, okay, how is the other person going to react, how sensitive is the other person, are they going to be okay with it, are they going to be like, how are they going to perceive this?
What about
And then
I forgot what I wanted to say. Oh yeah, mental illnesses, depression,
mm-hmm.
and anxiety and such, which are much more common in the West, might also be a part of that. You know,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of many VTuber females that I collab with, who had this situation where I would ask them for a collab, they would say yes. Then they would ghost me for a while, um, and then finally we would collab after, let's say, a month or so. And then I would ask them after that, like, what happened in that month? Like, what changed? Because I'm really curious. And some of them would say that they've been busy with life and all kind of stuff, but some of them actually said because they didn't know who I am, and they got anxious or changed their mind or deal with anxiety, and it's all so sudden, and we don't know each other, and suddenly collab, and they need like a month or something to straighten their mind. Thank you, Ryu, for the stretch and double-edged hydrate.
Thank you, we will hydrate.
Thank you. I will
Welcome,
hydrate too.
Ryu.
You're
Good
welcome.
morning. Mhm.
I need the hydration.
So to sum up, when I did the fit stream, I thought of the. I'll be honest. I'll be cold-blooded honest. I thought of my future viewers. Would they rather see me talk with a guy or with a girl? Um, if I would get Anton or Lord of Collection or Arrow or any other guy, Alstrian, we would have a guy-on-guy conversation. You know, they might even pull out their feet. But if I get someone like Nyx, she would laugh and cry and be so embarrassed that she won't even be able to speak. And that's exactly what she delivered. And personally, I think that's better content. I could be wrong. Like Alnicchi gave this concept of I had this boy band in my head, right? Um, that you get some boys to collab together, and it's so hot, and girls come in and start to ship them, and so on. That's a really cool concept of a boy band that I didn't have in my head before that. I was just thinking what I would want to watch. And I think if you have a girl and a boy in the same stream, it's more interesting than two of the same gender. It's kind
Mm-hmm.
of. I have a really stupid comparison. I'm building the third season of VTube High, and they're going to this beach resort. And I thought, who of all the students, there's going to be two teachers that are going to accompany the students to the beach resort. And I've been thinking, which teachers do I bring with them? Do I bring two male teachers, two female teachers, one male, one female? Um, and I wanted to put in characters that didn't get enough screen time last season. So one of everyone's favorite female teachers is Alarm Clock Sensei. She's so hello students, happy. She's very happy-go-lucky and fast. But she had so much screen time. And I felt like she even died and reincarnated and stuff like that. But she has too much. So I'm left with two guys. There's gonna be Baguette Sensei and Carrot Sensei, who almost
Mm.
didn't get screen time at all. But I think two guys, I need like this female teacher. So I got Donut Lady in there as well. Hey Mati. Um, and it's like, does it really matter? Do you even need to think about it? I don't know.
I think it might be an interesting concept to like have one of each gender, or you could also have like a substitute teacher when that person's not there,
Mm-hmm.
or something along the lines of that.
Nix
But
is
yeah,
goofy. Mati says you're goofy.
yeah, sometimes.
Sometimes.
Okay, let's go to our first real topic for today. That's kind of a warm up. Although you know what, we did a warm up.
Mm.
We did
Maybe
our
we can
warm up.
skip. Yeah, we can skip number one and go straight
Yeah.
to the real topic, which is your VTuber model, humanoid model versus creature model. As you all know, I used to be a D20 model, and I changed to a humanoid model. Alnicchi is a ghost model, and she's planning a future humanoid model.
Nice.
And Nyx was a humanoid model, but she's redebuting as a mushroom.
Is that true, Nix?
Um,
Is that true?
She's not denying it.
I
She's
don't
not
have a
denying it
mushroom
yet.
model.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah, keyword not yet. I've thought about it, but I just don't know how that would
You
work
think
out.
about it.
I've thought about it. Cause like cause I have my elf model, which is like my main model. And then I have my human model. And when we reach the goal, I'm gonna have a male model, Nox.
Oh.
And then I was thinking, like, you know what, since we're having all of them, like, do I ever want to create like a mushroom model? And so it's just kind of like, when do I want to like create like a mushroom model? How do I want to do it? And like recently I was creating a model for Quinn, my sister. And we got that all set up. I'm just kind of like, you know what, like I have been able to like learn the basics of all of this. Like maybe I should look into doing like a mushroom model for myself, even if it's just like eyes and a moving mouth. It could be like a PNG.
I see you and Queen as like a Mario and Luigi cosplay with mushrooms.
That's actually interesting and kind of funny. Who is who?
Well, you're the shorter, so you gotta be Mario.
You know what's really funny?
Wow.
Every time we play a Mario game where it's only two people and it's Mario and Luigi, she always takes Luigi.
Mm-hmm. You're the biggest sister, right?
Me?
Yeah. Who's the older sister?
Take a guess.
I think you're the oldest sister. I
Is that
thought
your
so, at
final?
least.
Is that your
Am I
final
wrong?
guess?
Yeah, that's my final guess.
You are wrong.
She's the older,
Mm-hmm.
but she's the taller as well.
By like half an inch.
Ah, I see. It's okay. She can be Mario if you want to.
No, that's actually a very common misconception with everyone. She is the older one.
Mm-hmm.
She, it was my like we both like wanted to stream before, but like I was the only one who actually like put it into plan, and then she saw how that went, and she's like, you know what, like I might as well stream as well. So kind of going off of me first with that one. Usually you would think it's the other way around of like, oh, the younger sibling follows the older sibling, but here it was vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe she saw how fun you're having in your stream, and she's like, yeah, I'm gonna do that too.
Pretty much. Pretty
Let's
much.
go. Is the whole Oleander family gonna be a VTuber family soon? Like,
Yeah, the
are they all
parents
gonna be? Yeah, the parents too. Are they gonna be
and
VTubers
grandparents.
soon?
It's Grandma
Probably.
Oleander,
Even the
Grandma
dog. Do you
Nix,
have a dog?
the dog Nix.
We do. Gizmodius, as my
Gizmodius.
chat has given him.
Gizmodius?
Well, his name is Gizmo. His name is Gizmo. He has been given the nickname Gizmodius.
Like Gizmo and Asmodeus.
Yes.
Gizmodeus.
My mom has showed up on stream before, but she has not said anything.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. How about you, Mimic? Are you gonna planning to?
Well,
You have many siblings, right? If
I
I
do.
remember correctly.
I have five siblings.
Oh wow.
Some of them know what a VTuber is, roughly. But my parents and my siblings, for the most time, my family doesn't really get what I do. They don't really understand. Uh, they don't really watch my streams. Or two of my brothers sometimes they used to watch my streams every once in a while when I started. But I feel like many people around me, you know what, in Israel in general, many people don't really know what a VTuber is. It's a very, very new concept.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Are you
It's kind of a
planning to
strange,
like
it's a strange
maybe
concept. I
introduce
mean,
them?
maybe. I mean, Israel is we're really straightforward, in your face. You know, doing a feed stream. Why would you hide your face behind a cartoon? That's kind of weird. Why would you even do that? There's no reason to do it. Just show your face. Why, you're afraid of something? Um, so it's not even a concept that they can recognize. You know, it's not something that exists. That's how new it is.
They don't understand that I just want to be a cute anime girl on
Mm-hmm.
the internet, stuff like that.
And if you go to fantasy D&D anime convention settings, in Israel at least, introducing VTubers seems like a childish thing. There's streamers, obviously, like Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, PewDiePie, no, Asmongold, you know, the big guys, Mr. Beast. And
Mm-hmm.
VTubers are kind of like a joke. They're being mocked on. Like, what is that? Because, at least in Israel, cartoons are for children. You know, there's South Park and Rick and Morty and stuff like that. It doesn't exist, basically. Cartoons are for children. Always has been. The Muppets is for children. Always has been. There's no concept of cartoons for adults. Um, and maybe it's because Israel is, you know, we have a mandatory army at the age of 18. And sometimes I believe like there's the Holocaust is always hunting us behind in history. And Israel is very, well, I'd say the community is very militaristic and very adult, very based on history and survival, and it's very serious. It's very, very serious. When you see cartoons, it's something kind of weird, kind of something that you mock on. We have
Hmm.
mandatory military services. Yeah, Anton, but I'm talking about me, not about you. um, yeah, it's enough that streaming is something that's been mocked. VTubing is like, you know, it's like the kiddie pool. It's the kiddie pool in the kiddie pool. But it's kind of funny that it's such a weird concept that it doesn't really exist. There's like 5 Israeli VTubers.
Yeah, but I think like isn't VTubing slowly being introduced to your country
Mm-hmm.
because of the is it Idol? Is it
Yeah.
is it
So
Idol Corp?
Idol Corp has amazing success. They started with 5 Israeli VTubers, and then they got 5 English speaking VTubers, and now they're introducing a second generation, and they just became an official corporate in America as well. So Idol Corp is
Mm.
doing amazing. Everybody thought that they're going to bankrupt. They are doing amazing. Um, but 3 of the 5 Israeli VTubers, the Idol origin, have graduated, unfortunately.
Mm.
And the last two are kind of they stopped doing Hebrew streams. And if you go back to Arrow, our guest from a few shows ago, Arrow said he was a big streamer in Portuguese before he became a VTuber, and then he reached this glass ceiling where he can't really get any more viewers. He reached the maximum peak of Portuguese VTubers of viewers, so he wanted to start over speaking English. And something very similar happened to Nikki and Kata, the two idol origin VTubers from Israel. They started doing Hebrew streams, and they got, let's say, 30 viewers maximum, and it dropped to an average of 10. And then they started doing a mix, like one Hebrew stream a week, and then English streams. And they couldn't breach that glass ceiling. And then they started doing only English streams. And now, if you go to the stream, you see only English, and you can easily see them reach 40 and even 50 viewers, which is pretty amazing. We started roughly the same time. I started streaming a month after them, so they just celebrated a whole year. And of course, they have the back of Corpo, which is huge. Um, hey, Ben Shark! Hello, I thought the topic has diverged. Yeah, it is. I'm like trying my brain to bring it back, but
Question. should
It
stop.
happens.
Yeah, it's part of that. That's a podcast, you know. I don't remember why we started talking about this though, about the siblings and such.
Yeah, some things then turn to your family.
Mm-hmm.
Then you said something that
There's not a lot of
it's
VTubers
very
in Israel.
rare.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then I
Mm-hmm.
asked about Idol Corp. Then to turn into that.
Yeah. And there's like there's Meru who's streaming with Japanese audience and she's speaking in Japanese although she's Israeli. And then there's Aki and Rabi, which I collab with them every once in a while. They're just the Jewish VTubers, like Main Shark in chat, the Jewish gang that every once in a while in the holidays we do a Jewish VTuber collab. Um, but it's like the Hebrew is spoken by roughly 15 million people in the whole world, which
Oh
is nothing.
wow.
It's nothing language.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you take Filipino for example, how many people in the Philippines? Like 110 million, something like that.
Yeah, it's about a million. We're overpopulated here. Very, very overpopulated.
Yeah, so if you speak Filipino on stream, you have a lot of viewers. And actually mixed with English. But if you speak Hebrew, you basically have no one. If you speak Portuguese, or if you speak any really, really small language. Um, and that it's a small spoken language, VTubing is a weird concept for some of those cultures. So, when I started as a VTuber, I thought if I'm just going to be a human model, like an idol classic, nobody would watch that. I gotta be something a bit more unique to attract audience. Um, so I tried riding on the D&D train. I know that there's a big D&D community. I just coached two dungeon masters and I told them that I'm a VTuber. And three, sorry. And one of them knew what the VTubers were like. Oh, VTubers, and he started laughing. And I'm like, yeah, and I'm doing D&D to other VTubers, and like, oh, I plays D&D with VTubers, and he started laughing because it's like it's a weird concept. Hey, Didi-chan, happy birthday! Happy
Happy
birthday to you.
Happy
Tomorrow,
birthday.
in 2 days, Didi-chan. Wait, tomorrow she starts or today? I'm confused, but she has a birthday weekend.
Oh, happy early
Who?
birthday.
Happy birthday! Which reminded I didn't
Birthday
give a shout out to
Didi-chan.
Nyx as well. Happy birthday! Num, 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 num. And so I thought if I'm gonna be a D20 VTuber, it's gonna be unique. It's gonna it's gonna justify me being a VTuber. And many people who saw my D20 model were followed me because like it's a cool concept. They didn't see that nobody has done that before. It's like a D20 VTuber. That's so weird. They want to see where this goes. And actually, since I became a human model, which I always wanted to be, I saw a considered slowdown in followers. Because now followers don't just join me because of my cool, unique model design, but rather because of my personality, which is a bit harder to transfer.
Yeah.
Today's the
As for me,
birthday.
it's kind of like the opposite for me though.
Mm-hmm. Tell us.
Yeah, because yeah, when I first started, I just choose a ghost model because I choose this as a joke. I do have like a human model, like a prototype human model before even my current model right now. But I'm thinking like maybe I should just go simpler because I don't know if I'm gonna be streaming for a long time. So I went with this.
Mm-mm.
And from
Oh,
what
and
I've
she says
noticed
when
from you,
she says with this, she doesn't mean the one you see right now.
yeah, I
What you
have
see right now is an
another
art
one.
that I made for her. Let me show her actual one. Where do I find it? I'm gonna find. Keep talking. I'll find your actual model in the meantime.
Yeah, not this one. This
There it is.
the PNG I'm using right now is Mimic Judas.
Yeah,
Mimic
this
Judas.
is this is Alnicchi. This is the actual Alnicchi. She actually drawn. She's actually a really good artist.
Yeah,
Oh.
I've drawn and rigged the my own model because I don't want as much as possible. I don't want to wait not waste but use any money for this. Why are you showing that? It's not even
That's a human
Oh.
version
yeah.
she made of herself.
Like a kind of, but that it's not final. So yeah, so as I was saying, um, so I am in this group called Procrastination Club, and one of the members said to me, or they have discussed this with each other, that the reason that I'm like falling behind followers is because I'm not using a human model, because human models, especially females, tend to catch more attention than like something like my current ghost model. Yeah. And I'm like, maybe it's true. So now I'm thinking that maybe I should use a human model in the future. Maybe that will grab more attention than what I'm using right now.
Mm-hmm.
Because boobs, boobies tend to get more attention
Boobies.
than the boobies, the booby power.
So I
But
believe you told me at
yes
one point
and
that you do that
no.
because you're like a Seiso streamer. You don't want to use you
Yeah.
don't want to use your body or sexual art to attract viewers.
Because that's where
Yeah,
I'm
like
at. So like I agree and I disagree. Like there's people who, yes, they have their followers, they blow up overnight because their model is
mm,
attractive,
attractive.
but you can definitely go really far with a model that is not sexually appealing.
Yeah, it all comes down to the personality, but um I think what's hard is how to make them come to you at the first glance,
Hmm.
especially the first thing that they see in your streams aside from the game or your overlays is you.
Mm-hmm.
Like how would you make them wow you in the first, I think, first 5 seconds before they go to another person's stream. I think, is it 5 or 10 seconds? I don't know. I kind of forgot
It's
the
around
attention span of a
around
human.
8, I think.
About 5 or 8 seconds. How can you grab their
People
attention
eat
before
with
they
their
go?
eyes. Yeah, people eat with their
Yeah.
eyes. I agree.
But there are a lot of streamers who I know don't have like human models. I know someone who's a bird. I
Mm.
know someone who's a teaspoon. I know someone who is also a
Tease.
ghost.
We had an omelet here, uh, right?
There's
We had
tons
with
of
an egg.
people.
With the K.
There's tons of people who
Mm.
they do well
Mm.
without having a human model.
Mm. Mm. In that now I'm wondering, why does the corporate VTubers or corporate agency don't use
Inhuman.
non-humanoid
Yeah,
models? They mostly use, yeah,
all of
almost
them are
always use.
human. All of them are cute. All of them have um,
Actually, no,
sexualized body.
there is one that is a dog.
Who?
Yeah.
From a corpo?
It
Yeah.
yeah, it's Niji Sanji. They only have two non-human. It's
Oh,
Deberu
right, right,
and
right,
the Chibiru
right,
one.
right. But that's in
Mm-hmm.
That
the Nichi Sanji has two systems. They used the old ones. They just introduced VTubers nonstop, and now they kind of go to the whole live method of giving you this properly generation. So there's 5 people in this generation, 6 people
Mm-hmm.
in this generation, 3 people in this generation. It's a bit more built properly. Um, and the thought process behind this, or Vishojo, or Hololive, or Idol Corp, is, or I don't know, Face Connect, is a beautiful girl that you can simp. She has jiggle physics, and if she doesn't have jiggle physics, like Gura, which main shark just mentioned in chat, when I started, there was only one other shark VTuber, humanoid Gura, didn't exist yet. I feel like I got more traction because that was unique at the time. Yeah, exactly.
Mm.
But then, even Gura, for example, she doesn't have jiggle physics, right? She's completely flat,
mm,
but she doesn't wear pants as well. So she kind of has this sexual figure in a way. Um, and it seems like many of the VTuber industry, and maybe that's at least according to a term paper that I just wrote from feminist class. Many VTubers today, at least in the corpus, are based on the idol culture from Japan, which is take teenager girls, put them on stage with short skirts, teach them to sing and dance, and you will attract old men who will pay a lot of money to shake their hands.
Hmm.
You don't really see the legs on stream often, that's correct, but you see it in art and official art. Um,
Yeah.
and she constantly says that she doesn't have pants and so on. And it gives you the feeling of sexualized, kind of like the normalization of sexual harassment. But then again, here's the question. Alnicchi, you might have less, maybe, we don't know that, but maybe you have less viewers
mm,
because you're a ghost with no booba.
mm,
Um, but at least those viewers I believe, do not harass you. They don't send you dick pics. On the other
Yeah,
hand,
they don't. No, they don't.
you might have a female VTuber who's very successful with big booba, but she does get dick pics as part of that.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. I guess by the end, even it all comes down on how you use the model.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because if you use a model in a sexual way, of course you're gonna get sexualized. But if it's not, if you're not sexualizing it, then I don't think anybody will sexualize your model,
Mm.
even though like yes, big booba or
Biga booba.
big booba or like birth. What do you call this? Birth
Birth
giving
canal.
hips or something. Yeah, no
Oh.
What?
birth canal.
Huh?
Birth giving hips. I'm sorry, Nix. I don't know what's happening with Mimic. I think he broke something all along the way. I apologize for his behavior as a mod.
Why did birth canal come to mind?
I don't say that. It was
Stream
about to say
buffering.
birth giving hips.
Stream buffering?
Is it?
Stream buffering for anyone? Ryu has
Not
issues.
for me. Not for
Not for
me.
me.
Try Ryu. You can try to put it on audio only. Let's tell him. Try putting it on audio only. Baby burn hips. Hello, Raze.
Baby
Baby
bearing
burn hips.
race. Yeah, that is correct. That is correct.
Okay,
But do
that
you
I
think
understand
for
more than what Mimic said.
Life's juice
birth canal?
instrumental. Wide attractive hips.
I don't know what's going on in his mind. 90% of the time.
I gotta say this. I tried being a bit more.
Mm,
If I look at the most successful male VTubers,
yeah,
if it's Shoto or
like
Merryweather,
Vox
yeah,
or
Mm-hmm.
Vox, they're all very hot male deep voice or like doggy or kind of like
doggy.
yeah doggy. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
Mary and Shoto are doggies, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Kind of like I'm a puppy,
Okay,
please
okay.
be my master and so on. And I tried this approach multiple times. I audio only in the settings. I tried this approach multiple times. I kind of feel like it had good potential, but I couldn't keep up the act. So
It's hard.
here's my original model. Right, that's not a model. That's the art that Mel Chom made for me. And that's a dice. That's a dice with legs and hands. That's cute. You see that, you think, oh, that's a cute, weird model. It's gonna be chaotic. It's gonna have shenanigans. But then very quickly I got different human models, and here's one that Alnicchi made for me. It's the famous Mimicum.
Ah, the
Is
Mimicum.
this
Mimikun.
one I'm
Mimicum.
thinking? Is it? It is.
Mimikun. Yeah, I remember. I remember. I think I made the three. I don't know. I forgot. I kind of forgot.
And this one is a bit more. Oh, it's cute. This one is very good for a girlfriend experience. Like, hey, you wanna go on a date with me under the tree? And I did a date stream with it, and actually it was very successful. But I don't know if I can keep up the act. Another art that I got from a raffle a long time ago is this one. And this one is a very, hey, come here, little girl, I'm gonna wreck you up. That's a
Yeah, that one's nice.
that's a really good one for that kind of dominant
Mm-hmm.
daddy or big brother play. But I couldn't keep up the act as well. No matter what I do, I go back to this. That's the birthday art that Alnicchi made, which is like this shenanigan, chaotic little brother or big brother who's just gonna do crazy stuff. You can also see Alnicchi here, this small
And
ghost in
That was
small
really cute.
here,
so,
eating from the cake, stealing
yeah.
from the cake.
Yeah, I drew this, so I'm gonna eat some cake.
Mm.
Why wouldn't I?
Did you bake the cake as well?
Uh, kinda, I guess.
Technically.
If I drew it, do I technically bake it? I think.
Yes.
Let's go.
Because you're the only one who
Yeah,
knows
let's
what's
go.
inside.
Yeah, let's go.
What's the flavor of the cake?
Paint.
Pink.
Paint, yeah, paint.
Paint flavor.
Pain
Don't eat paint.
flavor.
Don't eat paint.
Don't eat paint. We do not
Yeah,
advocate
don't
eating plants.
yes, please
Paint or
don't.
plant.
Pants?
Pants? Don't eat pants
Pence.
either.
Don't eat that either. That's not good.
Hmm.
Don't eat anything that mimics us. That's about it.
So now I got this art right from Miss Virus, my mama, and that's it's not ready yet, but it looks amazing. It really looks amazing, and I really want to make this PNG. But I'm thinking to myself, is it me? Is this me? So aside from, I mean, no matter how you look at it, this is me,
Mm-hmm.
right? This crazy Mario paint by Honeybird. This is me. So when you think about where's the Tong 69 tattoo? Oh, right. In the future. So I'm thinking to myself, is it is it just the do you want to attract this kind of audience or that kind of audience, or is it also your true self? Like Alnicchi, can you pull off a humanoid form, or maybe you are naturally a ghost?
Am I naturally a jetpack?
Is that your true form?
Do- You've seen the sketch that I made, right?
Mm-hmm.
For like the future human form, right? Yeah, so I was wondering that too. Could I pull that off? I asked my other friends what they think about my sketch, and they said that it's perfectly, it suits my personality. But I'm like, is it? Because I kind of drew it in a kind of sexy way, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Not big booba stuff,
Mm.
but like the way that I dressed the character, kind of in a sexy way.
Can
But
I
I'm
show
like,
it? Can I show it?
yeah, sure, show it, show it.
Really?
Yeah, show it, show it.
So
It's
here's
not even,
the
it's not final. It's not finalized.
hmm,
So there
here's the
might be change.
sketch.
How there's even a foot. Why is there feet there?
Yeah, of
Why
course
is
there's
there
feet,
feet?
because you love feet. Can't avoid it now. So now
It's
when you speak, I'll make it jump up and down.
Oh my freaking god. Okay. So that, so I'm thinking it's nice work. This looks good. Thank you. It's
it looks
Ryu
really
and
nice and
Anthony.
cute.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, but I was wondering, can I pull that off? Can I pull this cute, girly, sexy girl on stream? But I'm like, but I'm thinking that maybe my personality can overpower my model, so that people won't look at this current sketch in a sexualized way. I think I, it's just a hope, but maybe I don't know.
So that's one of the fears that people will look at it in a sexualized way.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you get more
And
viewers and more subs and more gifted subs and raids and such for that.
This is like just like a thought slash a suggestion because
yeah.
I also made like my own
Mm,
model. Because
mm.
I have two models. So everyone knows I have a human model and I have an elf model. Um, Most people know, maybe not everyone. My human model looks identical to what I look like IRL, and that was unintentional. Very unintentional. I made both models going in thinking, how do I want myself to be seen? Like, how would I want other people to see me as based on my personality? What is the best way that I can portray myself in a model, in a character that I would be very happy with and very comfortable with? I think transitioning from a creature to a humanoid or from a ghost to a human, draw in the way that you think it best represents you as an individual and as a person. But if you still find that it's hard to draw something like that, another suggestion is like make a mask that is removable and have that mask be your current model. It's like you have a mask over your face if you're not comfortable with what that is. Like have it be like like I don't know the your lore, but you could basically turn into a human whenever you wanted to, and you have a mask that covers your human face, and that mask is what your current model is. so that even like at the end of it,
So
like
like I can
people are,
transition between the two.
mm-hmm. Or like, yeah, if you're not comfortable, you can always switch back and forth between your ghost model and your human model, like what Mimic does. But if you want to keep,
Personally,
Mm.
yeah, I actually I said that I'm going to change between my models, but I never do it. I just stay with the human because at the end of the day, I love it more. I just love it more. It
mm-hmm,
just feels a bit weird to do weird, chaotic things when you're not this chaotic, weird, strange die. When you have a human model, it's kind of like you're more expected to be confined to more realistic laws, you know?
To act
yeah,
more human.
Yeah, act more serious, act more grown up, maybe. I even felt like my voice became a bit deeper when I changed to my human model. When I put my dice model, my voice is a little bit higher and like a bit more crazier. I have more crazy
mm,
energies.
I do see that and hear it. I
I
had the
wonder
same
if.
issue.
Hmm.
I had the same issue because I have two models, and for a long time I only use my elf model. I'm just like, well, what do I have my human model here for? And so I kind of I did minor edits on my end and changed up my lore a tiny little bit so I could have both models. And so the way that I use my models now is you will only see the human model during the day and you will only see the elf model at night.
Oh, that's a really cool idea.
Yeah, that's a cool idea.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually a really cool concept for a werewolf or a vampire VTuber.
And so if anytime I stream in the morning or the afternoon, you will see my human model. If I stream at
That's,
night, you will only see my elf model.
that's a really cool concept, like a gargoyle model. That you're like a statue during the
Mm-hmm.
day, and you're more moving during the night. That's a really cool concept for such a VTuber. Maybe you should do that.
I'm
Dice during the day, and humanoid during the night.
If anyone wants to do it, go for it. I think Alnicchi, if you really wanted to do
Like
that,
Shrek.
it could be a good concept as
Mm.
well as like your ghost comes out at night because no one really like
Oh,
expects ghosts to be out during the day. You come on at night, and if you're streaming during the day, then
that's
you
true.
have your human model.
Or
That
the
way you
other
use
one,
both.
because the human model is also a ghost. It's a humanoid, but it's a
Mm-hmm.
ghost. Maybe like you have this humanoid during the night, and then if you stream during the day, then you have only the ghost. You don't have the power of the moon, of the moon. So you have this only
Mm-hmm.
small,
Yeah, right. Yeah.
uh, cute form.
Now you're the cute form trying to attract people and take their souls. I don't know.
Welcome, smallest tiny boy.
Oh, hey, you again. Who is it? I'm attracted.
Would you
Very
sim for
attracted
her?
at.
Would you sim for this one?
Please don't.
So personally, Celeste, hello. Thank you for the double-edged hydrate, Celeste. This is a double-edged hydrate. You also have to drink.
Thank you for the
I have to
hydrate.
drink too.
It's adorable. So personally, I think I will burn it. Personally,
Oh, don't
I
burn.
think that this model design is brilliant. It's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. Oh, thank you for the stretch and posture. Um, my question is, will Alnicchi? How will Alnicchi change if she goes with that kind of model?
Transformer.
Transform,
Transform like a Power
transformer
Ranger,
model. Transform from into a car. Car
like a
ghost.
magical girl.
So this is a smaller gamer
Yeah.
podcast. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. I know I've hurt you by making you short, but no need to burn the art of others. Don't worry, this is digital art. There's infinite copies.
Not even. It's a sketch that I made on my like. It's a traditional one that I made while
Hmm.
in bed.
But this does look very much like a design for a corpo idol VTuber. If you look at the idol corp VTubers, for example, this is kind of style design that they have, and it works. It works wonderfully. But at the same time, you get parasocial relationships and sexualizing. I mean, this is the kind of culture that gets Rule 34 art, while the ghost doesn't.
Oh yeah. Who? It's gonna be some weirdo's gonna.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, theoretically, right? If you were a corpo VTuber. My cat is trying to drag me to the closet, thinking I'm her child because she heard me cry over spilled yogurt. What?
I mean, corrupted minded will make that anyway, no matter how the character looks like. That is true.
hmm
If you have a horny mind, you will do any, you will draw
Actually,
anything.
I have a great example for you guys.
Mm.
So, as some of you might know, in VTube High we have a very famous character called Avocado Chan.
Oh yeah.
The art was made by Alnicchi as well during her first session.
Oh, but
The
not
swimsuit
with the
is
maiden
made
stuff.
by me. Yeah, I made the swimsuit. That's for the new adventure. And Iris, one of the players in VTube High, Iris saw that art with a swimsuit, and she thought of making a humanoid. Now, I'm not gonna show you the humanoid yet, but I will show you this.
Mm-hmm.
So, Avocado-chan is doing a model reveal, and I really love that. I really, really, really love the design. But I'm thinking in the head of Avocado-chan, would it be better for her or worse for her to become humanoid? I mean, theoretically, if she's gonna be sexualized, that's great for Avocado-chan. Celeste, you want a kiss? Mwah! Also, is the link to the um, Avocado-chan account. And you can see here both Avocado-chan small, the real avocado size, and the humanoid. So that's, I
Mm-hmm.
actually didn't think about this at all until right now. That's a perfect example of another one who's avocado VTuber and is going to be a humanoid VTuber. Is that going to affect her? And I'll see during the D&D sessions.
Mm-hmm.
Because
It'll
at
be
one point
What
interesting.
it's
part of her
it's
will be
very
humanoid?
weird for me to imagine Avocado-chan not avocado.
Is the human version gonna be just a temporary thing, just a one time thing?
That's what
Are you
I
gonna
don't know. Oh, where's the I love you? I love you, Celeste. Mwah! Getting any art, lewd or not, as long as it doesn't go against the morals. So that's what I'm asking. Um, where's the morals? The Do you do at the end of the day what's better for you as a streamer, or do you do what feels better?
Well, at the end
Mm.
of the day, I'm just gonna go with with what I feel.
With what I feel,
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah, because if I'm gonna be a human and I don't really like my human form, then what's the point? Even the
Mm.
point.
Because, yeah, you have to think, like, going at the end of the day, like, you have to be happy with what you're doing and what you're making. And so, if you're doing something that just kind of goes against your morals, makes you uncomfortable, you kind of just sit there and you think, like, why did I do that? You question yourself. And
Mm-hmm.
so, it just makes more sense and it's much easier to do what is right for you rather than what is right for the audience.
Yeah, and also I guess that depends on what your purpose is for streaming on Twitch. If you stream for the purpose of having an audience or getting money, getting partners, such and such, then I guess you will go to a more business wise more appropriate model, like with the big booba, with the attractive model. But if you're just going for Twitch as a hobby or just as a sideline, then go with what you want,
Mm-hmm.
like a dice or just a ghost or a
Mm-hmm.
mushroom. Go with what you want.
Mushroom Nyx when.
When I can find my tablet, I lost my tablet.
No,
Excuses.
I
Do
was
it with the
trying to look
mouse.
for it. Oh, I can't draw
Guilty
with
of
a
big booba.
mouse.
Okay, Celeste is a great example. The first time I collab with Celeste, I asked her. She has giant booba, really, really big. And asked her what's the story behind it, and she explained that it was kind of a joke, kind of like the ghost with Alnicchi. Um, but Celeste, as you can easily see it on her streams and even in our collab, there's a lot of parasocial relationships from chat to her. People buy her butt plugs and on Throne and such. Um, so on one hand, she's going with this beautiful big booba woman. On the other hand, she needs to deal with with success comes all that kind of stuff, and that
Mm-hmm.
brings me back to the oh my fucking god, mimic, and that kind of brings me back to to the corpus, who never go with a ghost or a dice or a mushroom. Celeste, I'm thinking like an object model for everyone right now. So if I'm a dice and Alnicchi is a ghost and Nyx is a mushroom, Celeste, you'll be a booba mousepad,
Oh my gosh.
a booba mousepad VTuber. Or maybe just one boob, a boob tuber.
No, so let's be a Hydra or a Fridge.
A Hydroman or a
Hydra.
refrigerator. What do you mean a Hydroman? Hydrant?
What's
Hydrant? A
a Hydra man?
fire hydrant?
What's a Hydra man?
I never saw
What's
a fire hydrant VTuber.
A
I don't
singular
know what that
A
means
boob.
singular
either.
boob, yeah, that's it. A boob.
A
Hydra.
Hydra.
Oh, like
Oh.
the dragon? Did you cut one head, you get to grow? How about a penis hydra? You cut one penis to grow.
No,
Oh my gosh.
no,
What? That's very unique.
no!
A three-headed
You'll
penis.
get banned on Twitch.
Oh, right. Ah, damn it.
I know someone who actually has that. Working that on their model.
Like a Hydra penis.
No.
Hydro Man is a Spider-Man villain.
Oh, stop!
Listen, man in
Stop!
chat,
This man sucks.
don't you want this superpower? They cut your penis to grow.
Oh my gosh.
No.
Mimic infected the ghost. What are you talking about? She's the one who. I have a meme for that even.
I am a say so ghost. How dare you?
Where's the
Nix,
meme?
don't
that...
believe him. Don't believe him, Nix.
The- Anyone who says they're a say so streamer, I'm just like, okay. It's based off of everyone else's comments onto them. They're most likely a say so streamer. It's just that their chat or the person they're collabing with is trying to make them unsay so. Because
Depends on your definition of say so, you know.
I'm
A
That's
kid, you can have
true.
doors
Nobody believes
open
me.
and magnets with
Nobody
pictures.
believes me.
it's okay. I believe you because I'm also a say so streamer.
Yeah! See, we're both say so. Mimic is the only not say so streamer here.
Mm. Well, Alnicchi is very say so for a Filipino VTuber.
Yeah,
Oh. You make a good point, actually.
Mm-hmm. You cannot spell Philippines without the penis.
Huh?
You cannot spell Philippines
see? Yeah,
without penis.
What is this? Oh, yeah,
Philippines.
there.
How do you spell Philippines?
The Philippines with a penis. In... Say so in streams, dirty in the shits. Now I wanna know why
Did it-
tentacles are popular.
Here's the thing, Anthony. I only do the ara ara and the ubu so that the chat will cringe.
Oh, I don't even do
It's
that.
very, very.
I did it once, and that's
Yeah.
all I get.
Yeah, I only do have that for the purpose for them to cringe and not for me to cringe.
Mm-hmm. Everything I do, to be honest, everything I do is to see chat cringe. Like the fit stream was just because of that. It was so fun.
Oh my gosh, that was hilarious.
Yeah, like at one point, one of them said the ara ara is not suited for me, and I'm like, that's the point.
That's the point. Ara,
That's the
ara,
point for you to
ara,
make you
ara,
cringe.
ooh. You gotta
That's
combine
so-
them.
My goal at like I think it was like what 300 was ara ara and the uru. So I did that, but that was also my last time ever doing it for them. And so what I ended up doing was I had one of my friends make a sound alert so that anyone who is subbed can play it at any time they want.
But it's not live. It doesn't count. It's not the
No,
same.
but it's funny though. But it's funny because they know they'll never hear it again, and so that's what they do.
It's actually a good segue for our
Yeah,
next
that's
topic,
actually okay.
which
That's
is
it.
chat bullying.
Whenever I hear someone say ara ara, I hear RR like a pirate, and I'm just confused.
R
R.
It's actually so funny. When I started watching anime, I didn't understand the
R.
vowels, and then you read like
Mm.
Hime, princess, and you read Haim, like Mononoke Haim,
Hi.
and anime is anim, and Like Onechan is one chan. Like
What?
some one chan. You just don't get some of the
Mm,
words, and it's
the
so funny.
pronunciation of them.
Yeah. R. What's R?
What's
What's
R?
RR?
R.
There's suddenly a pirate in the room.
So when you do the ara or or a feed stream, you sometimes bully chat. But there's also chat cases that chat bullies you. So
Ah,
do you
This is
let
a
your chat bully you? What to what extent? And when does it cross the line? Or you have to deal with chat bullying you or backseating you or controlling you basically.
I feel like this is like such a good time for this because um Mimic, you did jumping jacks for every sub. And so
Mm-hmm.
I thought, you know what, let me get some of my workouts in during my stream. And so I told my chat that I would do 2 push-ups and 5 squats. Because they're very doable. Two
Wait,
push-ups?
2 push-ups and 5 squats per sub?
Yes.
That's a lot.
that's a lot. I
Is
can't.
it?
I can't.
I
Oh.
would do either that or that.
Oh,
I
I
don't
did.
exercise much, so that's a lot for
I think
me.
I think the difference is like I do exercise a lot, but I've just been like slacking on it recently.
Mm.
And so for me, like that's not a lot. It's not. And so that's what I have been doing for subs. But my chat has very much enjoyed listening to my suffering.
Mm-hmm.
And after I would finish the set of however many it was, they'd gift more.
I assume Sordek was there.
No.
No, but Dream.
Dreams.
I can imagine Dream dumping 10 more subs just to see you do
Every single time.
50 more.
Every single time. it was to a point, and I laughed when I read it. There was a comment that was said was a comment was said was who will last which one will last longer, Nyx or my wallet? Which I still have to say I haven't finished those push-ups and said our squats. We're going to be finishing that up sometime today with another stream because I couldn't stream Tuesday.
Hmm.
But yeah, like that's like for me, I don't know where it gets to the point of like if it's like the wall is the winner. Yeah.
I hope so.
I took off. I took off the 10 jumping jacks for subs for now. I'll bring it back when I don't know. I need to spice it up to make it a bit more interesting because I feel like
Mm.
it's now overused. Um, it was kind of. I feel like it broke the stream or broke the immersion for the viewers when suddenly I stop and do 10 jumping jacks. So many times I would try to do them silently, not interrupting people. Like during a collab, someone subs though. Okay, I'll do jumping jacks here, and then I would go to sign to symbolize to people to mark that I did the jumping jacks.
Mm.
And I did all of them. I just felt like it's interrupting the collab, interrupting the stream. Um,
Mm.
and when Sordek redeemed, so Sordek gave me like 130 subs in a D&D stream, and that was crazy. That was actual craziness, and I'm so thankful. But while I was there, 120, and Zero I think gave 10 more, and Ray gave 10, and there's like 150 subs in that stream. And when I'm standing there and doing 1,500 jumping jacks, like more than 1,000 jumping jacks, I'm asking myself, is this good content? Is this worth it?
Mm.
And clearly, Chet enjoyed it, right?
Mm.
Mm.
But sometimes this is something really interesting about bullying. Sometimes we are not aware of what Chet is enjoying or not. So many girls would tell me that that Chet backseats them or call them stupid or tell them they're dumb. And I'm talking about this because this week I've done right after the fit stream I've done a tower stream with Azaria, and we talked about how Chet sometimes bully her into believing that she's bad at games or that she's dumb or that she's stupid, to a point where she calls herself stupid. And maybe that's kind of giving a green light to Chet to call her stupid even more. And she reaches the point where she doesn't like it. She doesn't enjoy where, I mean, if it's her friends, that's okay. But if it's someone random, that's weird. Um, and last week with Broken Brain, we talked about cultural jokes, like Jewish jokes, for example. If someone Jewish, Main Shark, for example, would tell me a Jewish joke in chat, that would be hilarious. But if some random person who I do not know would tell a Jewish joke, that could be weird because I don't know what their intention is. Are they trying to laugh? Are they trying to laugh at me? Are they trying to mock me? I don't know. So, um, so she felt like there's a big difference if chat bullies you, if it's some people that you know or some new people. And when new people join chat and they see the bullying, they might think, oh, this is how it goes in this stream. And while you, Nyx, for example, you might think this is um, this is not good content, or maybe does chat like it? Does chat don't like it? Maybe chat finds this hilarious, great content. While Azara
Mm-hmm.
doesn't like being called dumb, maybe her viewers love it.
Yeah, it's different for everyone. And it's
Like
just
Nyx,
kind of.
for example, when you went to my feed stream,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how you felt. You tell me. If you felt uncomfortable, if you had fun, I don't know.
So I
But
was in the middle. Mm-hmm.
I can guarantee that chat had a blast.
Yeah.
Everyone in chat had so much fun seeing you cringe and embarrassed.
And like, the thing, like, Mimic knows that I won't do anything that makes me uncomfortable. And so the fact that I answer that tells him that I was more than comfortable to answer that and be part of his feed stream. Mimic has also asked me for feed pics, but he knows that I would never send them because I also know that he's joking.
Mm-hmm.
And so for me, I was completely fine joining that call. I wasn't embarrassed. I wasn't uncomfortable. Okay. Embarrassed in the sense of like this is actually happening, yes. But I was completely fine joining that. And other people, it might have been like other people, they might have been like, why is Mimic calling me? Like why do I want to be a part of this? Like Mimic knows I don't want to be a part of this. Whereas like I won't do anything that I'm uncomfortable with. And so for me to join that shows that like, oh, I know this is like Mimic is literally doing the feet cam as a joke, and like I'll join to add to
Mm-hmm.
the content, add to the entertainment.
That is something that you need to be careful though with, because if it's someone new, like Anthony just said, Anthony made a Jewish joke and it was great. I laughed about it because Anthony is my mod. We know each other.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but if someone new, I remember that there was someone new came in and to my stream and did a Holocaust joke, and I didn't know who that is. And a Holocaust joke, they're very dark. So you like, what's going on? No, it could be I don't know, a fifth grader from Israel. We do tell those jokes in elementary school. But it also could be, I don't know, an anti-Semite who just came here to bother everyone. I should ban them. You don't know. We knew people,
Mm-hmm. And
and
like.
Nix and I know each other quite a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So I knew, like she said, when she answers, I knew that she would feel comfortable with that thing. Otherwise, she wouldn't answer.
Mm-hmm.
But I also have sad experiences, unfortunately, with streamers that were very new. We didn't know each other, and they answered my shenanigans, and they felt very uncomfortable and asked me to unpublish it later. Didn't happen many times, but when it happened, I felt like I couldn't read something very crucial. I was bullying them, and they felt like they cannot say no because I'm a bigger streamer. So Nyx could say no easily because we're
Mm-hmm.
friends. Nyx could just not answer. Alnicchi could easily say no. Uh,
Mm.
Anyone who knows me can easily say no. But if it's someone like Azaria, for example, if I would call Azaria to answer the feed stream, would she answer? We don't know. Uh, Maybe yes, maybe no. We don't know. I didn't call her because I didn't want to put her on the spot. But in the past, a few months ago, I might have called her. And maybe that would be very uncomfortable with her because she doesn't know me yet, because we're not talking yet. Man, I get bullied in my chat all the time, but it's a little weird for me when a random I've never seen before does it. Exactly what Celeste says. Yeah, When it's someone random, just you don't know how to deal with it. And when it's someone new, you could be the bully as well. That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. Like sometimes you don't even realize like what you're. It basically gaslighting. Like your chat says something to you, they're bullying you in some way, but then you kind of reverse it and start just gaslighting yourself too. And then you kind of go
Mm-hmm.
back and you think like, oh, maybe chat wasn't bullying me. Maybe it was just because I was telling myself X, Y, and Z that they felt
Maybe I'm
that
too
they were.
sensitive.
Mm-hmm. And so kind of like your double-edged water, it's a double-edged sword with your own chat and your if you're gaslighting yourself too.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's very interesting. But like I guess like at what point do you stop your chat from bullying you? At what point do you say like,
Mm.
okay, this is done. We're like let's move on to the next thing.
Mm,
Like
yeah.
when do
Because
you?
when do you tell them to stop? Like, no,
Mm-hmm.
that's
Yeah.
not. That's enough. That's not.
Yeah.
That's hurting me. Like,
I told myself at the beginning when I started streaming a year ago, I said chat can do whatever they want as long as it's within the TOS of Twitch.
US.
They can do whatever they want. I will never be bothered. But there were a few times that there were some people in chat that actually made me actually annoyed me. There was the guy who went in when I played Diablo 3, started showing off that he's so much faster than me and better than me, and like, what do you want? Um,
You want a cookie?
you want a cookie? And there is the people who would vent um, or trauma dump, which I now at least I immediately stop it. I don't tell them to stop. I just change topics and move on. Ignore it in chat if it's still going on. Yeah, that's the problem. You like you want to be nice. You want to let them have that, but then the entire chat could be talking about one thing while you're trying to stream, and everyone in chat is just dealing with this guy who's been doing a weird joke or whatever. Um, and it's like the class is all chaotic, and you want to bring it to your focus on back on you. So I feel like sometimes when we get bullied, we might accept it because we feel like no, it's okay. It's my job as a streamer. I have to get bullied.
Yeah.
Obviously, they want attention.
Attention to.
Hmm. In the end,
That's
who's
it.
really the winner here?
Mm.
Yeah, Alnicchi, what do you think?
For me, I have a really big tolerance when it comes to like people calling you dumb or stuff like that. But there was this incident, and this was like a friend of mine where he keeps on during my stream. He keeps on saying like bad stuff about me, and he even said at one point, "I hope you die." I was like,
Oh my god.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I was like,
That's
yeah, I can tolerate people calling me dumb or stupid because they don't know me in real life. They don't know what I do. They don't know if I'm really dumb. They only
mm-hmm.
see the persona that I present myself on Twitch. But it crosses a line when somebody wishes your death on stream on your chat. So what I did is after I called him out during the stream, but I immediately changed the topic because I think that
how did you do it? How did you call out?
um like I call him out saying I don't like you saying that. It
Mm.
hurts my feelings, and if you keep doing that, I'm gonna ban you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna ban you. But then I immediately just went back to playing because before it gets even more heavy. But I talked to him after I stream. I talked to him personally, and I told him that it's okay for you to bully me for a bit, but the things you've said during that stream, it hurt me a lot, and I think that you should stop before other people catch up to it. Because I know that if he keeps doing that on my stream, other people will do that too.
Mm-hmm.
Other people gonna say, "I hope you die in this game. I hope that you get the L," something like that. So I I can't tolerate when someone just wishes your death. I don't like that. I
That's like
don't like
beyond
that.
bully. That's
That's beyond bullying. That's like your life is being threatened.
yeah. That's actually. I think we need to separate bully into two words. There's like the teasing, which is the
Mm-hmm.
cute bullying.
That's it. That, the cute ballooing, like, oh, you're so stupid. It's I think it's just I
Not
think
even
it's just
stupid.
cute aggression. Mm.
It's like when people talk about Nyx as having baby feet. That's like it's stupid teasing.
Yeah.
What do you mean,
Yeah, it's
baby? Did we measure Nyx's feet? Does it matter her feet, baby feet? It's like it's stupid, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, but when
And like
someone actually tells you you suck, you're bad, you should die, that's like
yeah,
that's weird. That's a bit too much
too much.
attention seeking.
Yeah, but thinking about it, I probably should have just banned him immediately on the
Or a cooldown.
or a cooldown or a cooldown.
so that kind of goes into the next question I have is like, how much bullying will you tolerate until you ban them?
Mm.
So I tolerate um, non-stop bullying right now, and I bully chat in return. And my chat knows me.
Mm-hmm.
Anto knows very well. You two know very well. I bully my chat way more than they bully me. And I told Azaria, I really tried. 3 hours we did the chart reading. I tried to find a way to deal with someone comes in and said, "You're bad at the game." Really, really tried. And at the end of the stream, I had this kind of epiphany. That's what I should say. Someone comes in and say, "You're really bad at the game." So you say, "No, we're bad at the game." Or, "You're really slow at this game." "No, we're slow at this game. We're playing together." Many people say that I'm not playing a game. We are playing a game. I'm not doing a study stream. I'm doing a study session with Chet. We're studying together. It's kind of like me and Chet are one. So if you call me stupid, you call all of us stupid because you're part of this now. But if someone would, and it never happened to me so far, if someone would start really in a I'm trying to imagine it. I see it happen more to girls than guys. I have to admit. But if someone would actually come to my chat and start saying stuff like, "Man, you're so bad at this game. Oh, you're so bad. Why are you so bad? You're so terrible at this. You should just quit. You should just play a different game," and actually starts to piss you off. The moment you're uncomfortable, I think I should put them on a cooldown immediately, without acknowledging that in chat. So actually, we have an example for that. Alnicchi, remember when I did the girlfriend experience, the boyfriend experience,
Oh
the dating
yeah,
experience?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
there was one
yeah.
person in the stream who constantly said, "Oh, stop it! That is so cringe. Oh, that's bad. That's stop it." And I remember Peony and Alnicchi going crazy in chat, like, "Who is this guy? Can you just kick him out of here?" Um, and maybe we should have put him on a cooldown instantly.
Mm.
One thing I gotta say that I should not have tolerated in the past, and I should never tolerate that in the future, is someone bullying my collab partners. Um, I remember I had a collab with Peony. Uh, was it here? Was it here in this podcast?
No,
I'm
it's
not
not in the
sure.
pod. It's the Barney stream. I think it's the Barney stream.
It's in
I
the
think.
Barney stream.
Oh.
So there was yeah, I think so. And someone came in and started arguing with Peony on her dating advices. And she had one point, and that person would non-stop argue with her. It really was an uncomfortable situation to everyone. But that person was a raider, and cooldown or banning a raider, that's like, oh, that's so weird. 3 strikes, you're out. They can still watch after ban, just not talk in chat. And maybe it is. Maybe you shouldn't explain anything. Maybe you shouldn't give an F and just cool down and let them chill out. And worst case scenario, they leave. I think
Mm-hmm.
there's a part of my fault as well. I was honestly very embarrassed during the stream, so I decided to just stop watching it. Really should have put it in the chat only. No, it's not your fault. It's at the end of the day, it's the streamer's fault, because I really give my mods the feeling that everything is allowed, and I don't want my mods to ban random people because I can tolerate a lot. Unfortunately, it doesn't happen too often. So when it happens, sometimes you're not ready.
Actually. But what
I
about
see.
now, Mimic? If another thing happened, like the incident with Peony,
Mm-hmm.
if a raider comes to bully your collab partner or you, are you gonna put them on a timeout or just outright ban them?
So
Or are you gonna give them a chance still because
I
they're a
think
raider?
I think the best reaction is to kind of go into the teacher mode. When I'm doing Dungeons and Dragons in real life with children, and one kid says boobies, we tell them no, we don't say that here, and that's it, and they stop. It should be the same. If someone goes to my chat and bullies my collab partner, I just tell them, please do not do that. And that's just put everyone in an uncomfortable situation, right? I remember the first time I collabed with Pisu, there was someone in chat who was flirting with her on stream, and he started bullying me, telling me that I'm jealous of her love of him and so on. And that's where did you come from? That is so strange. That made both of us feel so uncomfortable. At one point, I just said, "Please do not simp over the streamer. You don't know where she's been." And I made a joke out of it, and we laughed, and that guy stopped. But it was like, when you bully me, it's fine. When you bully my collab partner during a stream, that is so strange. Talked about this when someone came with a raid. It means they are from another community where there are other boundaries, other things that are allowed, and simply other stuff. That's correct. That's completely correct. Yeah. So I'd like to hear you too. What's your extent of bullying? How would you react?
Okay. I'll let Nyx go first.
I'm just kind of like trying to think like other situations that I've like been in. I feel like when it comes to like bullying for myself, like I definitely have like a line that is drawn. But personally, I haven't had anyone in my chat where I felt like I was being bullied to the point where I was uncomfortable and needed or wanted to ban them. Nor has anyone made any comments to my collab partners. And so I feel like other than like what I like talked about earlier, I don't really have much experience when it comes to actual verbal bullying of like you're a bad streamer, you suck, you're bad at that game, etc., etc. Like I haven't had that experience or anything along the lines of that to really say this is what I would do. Like you can easily say like this is what I will do when I experience this or when this happens. When the situation actually comes during that moment, everything goes by so quickly that it doesn't come automatically to your thought of like, should I ban them or should I say something? I think it comes to mind like once it gets past the point where like you realize like, oh, I should have done something like 10 minutes ago, 20 minutes ago, an hour ago.
Yeah.
Then you really realize like, oh, I should have done this. But by then it's like it's gone past the point where you can't really save it.
Okay. As for me, okay. I really don't mind. I still don't mind if people, if it's in a like funny haha way, they call you dumb or stupid. I think I can tolerate that as long as it's not, as I've said before, as long as it's not threatening my life. Even though I'm a ghost, I don't want my life to be threatened, please. No, 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 no. As long as as long as they don't bully my collab partner, then they're good. They're good for me. But if I think I'm gonna um practice what Celeste said. 3 strikes and you're out. If you keep doing that, you're gonna get timed out. Then if you still keep on doing that, you're gonna get banned. I think that's what I should do right now. And I probably shouldn't tolerate anyone who calls me stupid or dumb anymore, because I was on the tarot reading with Azaria with Mimic, and that got me thinking like, yeah, that's true. If you keep calling yourself stupid, then other people will call you stupid.
You're given a green light to do that.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you're giving a green light to them that you are dumb, that you are stupid. And I'm like, yeah, maybe I should like do that too.
I think I talked about this with Alnicchi maybe yesterday. It got me thinking as well.
Yesterday.
Oh, before that, I don't know. It got me thinking as well that in my first half a year of VTubing, whenever I got into an argument with someone, I would immediately cowered in the corner and apologize and say that I was stupid. I'm sorry, I was stupid. I acted dumb. Um, I bet you can find early collabs of me with Arrow, where every once in a while he would preach me and tell, in the stream you should do this, you should do this. No, but I'm stupid. I still don't know. And I'm thinking to myself, am I stupid? And um, I think Peony uh, told me once that people who claim that they're stupid using that in order to get an easy way out of arguments. Because if I'm stupid, then it's not my fault, right? It's an easy way out.
Like
And
getting out of your responsibility because
yeah, you
you're
throw the
stupid.
responsibility away. I'm sorry, I've been stupid. That's it. That's a red card. Everything is gone. You can't take responsibility because you were stupid. That's it. It's the complete ultimate apology. And that's kind of it's not fair for the people that you argue with. It's not fair for you either. And then I was thinking to myself, I just released a ninth book. I'm doing a thesis with a master's degree, and I'm a streamer for a year now. I lost the um I lost the word. I lost how do you say that? The right? I lost the right, the privilege. I lost the privilege of calling myself stupid. I can't. I can't call myself stupid anymore. I can say I was tired. I can say that I had other things on my mind. I can say that I'm sorry, but that wasn't my top priority. If I forgot a stream, for example, with someone, if I cancel a collab, if I um, promised something to someone and I didn't do it, I can say, listen, that wasn't my top priority and I can't do it after all. There's other things that are more important to me. I cannot say that I was stupid because I wasn't stupid. If I avoided doing something or I did something in a bad way, it wasn't because I was stupid. It was because, let's be honest, there's other things that I cared about more. My energy, my priorities are different than yours. That's completely normal. And if someone hates me because of that reason, that's okay. That's okay. If you say that you're stupid, it's like you're trying to be nice to everyone, trying to make sure that nobody hates you. And that makes me feel really, really bad. Sometimes I feel like I'm not that good of a mod, much more strict than Mimic, and sometimes it's really difficult when what Mimic would really allow. Sometimes there are things that I remove, but then Mimic might just allow them to be exactly. Now I
Mm-hmm.
don't know my own boundaries, to be honest. Um,
And that's like
Are you
something that Evil had said earlier is like that's where the good mods come in. But like my response to that is like that's one, assuming your mods are going to be there, and two, that they have their own good judgment to determine whether or not that person should be timed out, banned, etc.
mm-hmm. But we learn together along the way. Thankfully, we don't have
Mm-hmm.
a chat that goes, so we don't need to care about this right now.
yeah, that's what I'm kind of thinking right now. Like both of you have mods, correct? So do you talk to your mods privately on like a Discord server and tell them, "Hey, this are my red flags. Please look out for these red flags my streams," so that they are aware of what your boundaries are.
Mm-hmm.
Do you both inform your mods about that?
Nyx, you go. I believe you do.
So I do have a private channel in my server specifically just for mods. And um these are mods who have asked to be mods and have actually worked on things in the stream and in the Discord server for me. And so in that chat, in that channel, there is conversations of who has been banned, who has been blocked, um essentially like what I'm comfortable with, what I'm not comfortable with, and like certain situations like during stream if my mod is there and I don't want to escalate the situation so much live on stream, I will go to the channel, I'll say, can someone look at this user and do something about it? And most of the time that's during like a collab when I can't do it myself, or most of the time it's during a collab because then I can't do it with by myself because I'm collabing with another person. So I'll ask my mods in the channel like, please look at this user if you can, see what's going on. and go with your own discretion. And then I would look at the chat afterwards or during the stream and just look at like, hey, what they were talking about, what they did, and I'll thank them afterwards.
Yeah, because I think that's one of the reason why there's a lot of bad people on chat sometimes. This was just what I think. There's no like a proper um streamer and moderator communication. That is why there's a lot of things that gets just went by on chat, like bad things.
Mm-hmm.
That's just what I think. Because like mimics, there's a lot of people. He has a lot of mods, but a lot of them don't do mod work like me. It's just a
Mm,
title. It's just a title for me.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
like so like if something bad happens on mimic share, I don't know what I'll do. Just stare at. And
I
like
feel
what
like
Anthony said, like what Anthony feels, I feel like I'm also like a bad mod for Mimic because I don't know what his green flags, what his red flags are during the chat.
Mm-hmm.
maybe we should have a chat about it. I feel like
Yeah.
my mods didn't ask to be mods. It was all like, hey, I'll just make you a mod because you're here a lot, and I trust you, and I want to see the green thing around you. Um, and some of them, like Lordo and Anthony, are doing clips a
Mm.
lot. They're like clipper mods. And that is Arrow. Arrow is the real mod, I would say. Um, Arrow has been there since the beginning. It actually has been doing proper mod work. Um, Arrow has been rightfully deciding. Arrow and Ashborn and Nana to an extent, they've been streaming for a while, for a long time, and they know what's good and what's bad on Twitch. And if someone is talking about suicide, for example, even if as a joke, they ban it immediately. Um, but in general, if it's not against terms of services, I can handle it. And I feel like if I can't handle it, then I can ban or time out the person myself. It's like I want to do everything by myself. That's maybe the issue. And then there's the people who ask to be mods. And of course, I'm not going to call names, but all the people that asked to be mods, after I modded them, they were gone and never appeared in my streams anymore.
Mm.
Uh, that's kind of weird. I mean, you really want to be a mod, and now you're gone. So I don't know. Um, so when it comes to bullying the streamer, I don't feel like that's how it usually goes. People ask to be mods and boom gun. Is it?
Yeah.
Is it? Is
I
it
feel
really
like
how?
I,
It's weird.
sometimes I feel like that's how it is. But it's also like okay, at the same time, like you also have you. This is how it played out for me. Is like one day I said I don't think I need mods. The next day I needed a mod.
Mm-hmm.
It's just kind of that same mentality. Is like you ask for something and you have the opposite, and then when you get it, you also do the opposite. It's very interesting.
Good for Chewy has many people ask for mod. Almost all of them leave after getting. That is so strange.
Because some people
Oh, why
honestly
is it
just do it for the badge.
mm,
Hmm.
Because
for the badge?
they want to seem special, they want to seem important, so that when they do go to the chat, then everyone can see like, oh, I'm a special person because I'm their mod.
You know, there's some people that those people who did that. Um, and recently I did a mod refresh because I had like 30 mods, and I removed all the mods that are not actually there a lot. All the people don't really showed up in the last, I don't know, 10 streams. And some of them came back later and like, oh, I'm not a mod anymore. Some of them would even say like, hey, I have this funny thing, but I'm not a mod anymore. So, oh, I forgot I'm not a mod anymore. Oh, I'm also not a. Okay, yeah. Why do you think you're not a mod?
Basically
Uh,
guilt.
Guilt tripping,
Mm-hmm.
exactly. And if you complain that you're not a mod, that's exactly the same. We've talked about this multiple times. Like you're unfollowing someone, and they go to you in a DM, hey, why did you unfollow me? There was even someone who came to my chat during a stream. Hey, Mimic, I noticed you unfollowed me on Twitter. I unfollowed so many people. Which, and this is so strange. That is so weird, and it gives you really the feeling like there was a good reason I unfollowed you. Or
Mm-hmm.
there's a good reason I unmodded you. You never did mod work, and then you were gone. And what? That's weird. That's weird. That you want to stay on mod when you're not even here? How little it narrows it down. I hope it doesn't.
Because like there's
Um.
also some people I know who they rotate their mods. Like they have a lot of mods,
Hmm.
and they just rotate it out. Like some days, or like they'll rotate it by month.
By month. So there's like a schedule for every
So like
month per month. Like how does it work?
yeah, so like they'll have like maybe like 30 people wanting to be mods, and they'll be like, okay, so every month I'll have like like 5 mods, and then they just go down the list over and over again.
Hmm.
Scheduled mod, that even sounds. I think it's just to keep the mods at bay.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it right now. By the way, I have 14 mods right now, and I had 30.
14? 4014.
40, yeah, 14. I had 30. So I removed half of them. And
I
these are
think
basically, it's like a badge of honor. It's like, hey, that's a person I really trust. And for some reason, I felt like seeing Celeste in the stream, right? Celeste is a good friend. We stream together a lot. I trust Celeste. I really want to give her a mod. But then I think Peony told me, and Misana told me as well, that sometimes you give a mod to someone, it gives them responsibility. And they might think, like Anthony or Alnicchi, oh, I'm not a good mod.
mm-hmm.
Sometimes giving them a VIP is better because it's a badge of honor. Like, hey, I see you as a more familiar person. We collab together. I trust you a bit more. But you don't have that responsibility. You don't actually have to be here and do mod work.
Yeah, because I know that's definitely how I feel sometimes. Is like when someone asked me to be a mod or they gave me the position, I feel like there's that requirement of like you have to be at their stream and you actually have to mod for them.
Mm-hmm.
And so it definitely is like an interesting way to look at it as well.
Yeah. And I'm actually looking at my mods right now, and I also see people that I haven't seen in my streams in a while, like more than a month.
Hmm.
Maybe
Giving VIP is
refreshing.
better for sure, but I like this responsibility. That is not something I wanted for sure, but I like helping you out sometimes. Ah, yes.
Also, Anthony is in my almost every stream. Anthony is actively putting links and clips. He's actually
Mm-hmm.
doing mod work. Some people don't appear, and I'm not gonna. I don't want to call out everyone in the world at the same time, but every once in a while, I will look at the stream chat users in chat because I want to see who's there right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of interesting. It kind of gives me the feeling of, who's even they're not chatting, they're kind of supporting in the background. Who's lurking? Who's
Who's
this? Who's that? And
lurking? Yeah.
yeah, I know it doesn't mean anything. And also, there's the huge list of known Twitch bots, the famous 01 Ella, and
Oh my
I don't know
god.
another TTV viewer, and all those
Mm-hmm.
people. Drops not people that I see them in everyone's stream.
Like
As the
you
famous
know by
bots.
now who are the bots and who.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also, I also see Finkel, who's an in real life friend, and I see DigiChan still here, and I see Mr. Teaspoon from our community,
Mm-hmm.
and I see Emmett, who's always here in every podcast.
You're calling everyone.
He's calling everyone out.
Call out
Why are you
everyone.
calling him everyone?
Yeah, and you know what? Valdis is lurking in almost every stream. When she wakes up, she opens my stream, she lurks.
Hmm.
And it makes me want to lurk in her stream in return. Now, obviously, I'm not expecting anyone to do this, right? Obviously, you call everyone out. I don't expect anyone to lurk. I know that lurking it's resources, and if you're lurking more than 2 streams, it doesn't really count. So sometimes you have to choose if you want to lurk here or lurk there. Um, it also makes you feel like maybe they don't just lurk. Maybe they actually listen to the podcast right now.
Mm-hmm. Because like yeah, there is definitely times when like I'll be doing other stuff, but okay. So you're the feet stream. Going back to that, I was working. I was working,
That's
and I
Mm-hmm.
always
said,
come back to the stream.
I said, let me pull up something to listen to. And so instead of going to like my music that I normally go to, I thought like let me see who's streaming. Let's see who I can watch while I work for a little bit. And I clicked on the feed stream. And so it was just like a lot of the times, like when I lurk, I'm doing something else, but I like to listen. Like I might not be active in the chat, which I normally am not. Sometimes I am, but I'm normally just lurking and listening.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that's how it is for a lot of people. And you also have to consider, like you said, resources. Are they doing something else at the time? Are they working? Are they I lost my train of thought. Do they have like the internet connection to actually watch you?
Mm-hmm.
There's just a lot of things to it. Yes, I do have internet. I don't know how long.
Nyx's internet.
Don't know how long. We have internet for now.
Mm-hmm. So I think we should all put some red lines, red flags, and maybe be a bit more clear with our mods on what's
What we want,
bannable,
what's
Mm-hmm.
what's a
ban, or timed
cooldown.
out, or timed
Time
out.
out. Yeah, I think maybe the issue is that I didn't explain that to myself. I didn't decide. I thought, with time I'll just decide when it's right. Maybe I won't have to deal with that kind of stuff ever.
So,
So
oh, go ahead.
naturally, spam, like hey, buy viewers and stuff like that. That's an immediate ban. Bots immediate ban. Um, Anything that is trauma dumping or venting. Man, my life sucks. My days. Someone gives you a block of text. My day is so bad. My dog died, and my parents died, and I lost my job. And that's an immediate. If it's not a joke, right? If it's serious venting, serious trauma dump, that's an immediate timeout. Now the problem is what happens when. Okay, we talked about if friends do that and new people do that, right? Let's say Anthony makes a Jewish joke, that's fine. New person makes a Jewish joke, that's weird. What happens when it's someone who think that they're allowed to do that, but you're not comfortable with it? For example, a raider or someone that thinks that they're your friend, is a friend of a friend.
Like what do you mean? Can you elaborate the question? Wait.
Let's see. There was someone who came from Arrow's community. It was kind of jumping between communities, and Arrow kind of warned me about that person. And actually, there's two more cases of people coming from other people's communities, and those streamers warning me. By the way, watch out for this guy. That person is he's a creep. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
and those people in my chat started acting way too friendly with me. That I could joke and maybe hit on my collab partners and do all kind of weird stuff. And it put me in a position where I have to cut it and say, hey, um, we're not really friends. This is not your stream. Calm down, chill down. It's like being a teacher and telling off some people that think that they're your friends. People that feel more comfortable with you than you feel with them.
Mm-hmm.
Hit a collab party. That's a new world of. It happened. It happens to me. I don't think anybody has hit on my collab partner, but there did happen one time where the chat was bullying my collab partner for a bit. I told him to stop, and yeah, he did. It worked out. They stopped, and I think he went away.
Mm.
Oh.
I'll give you an example, a fresh example. When I did the tarot reading with Azaria this week,
Mm.
um, there were some people in her chat who called her dumb, and that's their joke, right? There's two people in there. I think that they're really good friends, longtime friends with Azaria. But I felt very, very uncomfortable. Um, Even though she was friends with them and she was joking, she was calling them down. I felt uncomfortable with it. Um, I'll call out Silings. I really like Silings. He's a really cool person. I like Silings. He's nice. He invited me to his coffee talk multiple times. Um, but Salinx, he has this thing with many of his friends that they call him a bottom. All of them call him a bottom, and they would bully him on stream, and that actually bothers me so much. Every time I would stream with Salinx, and his collab partners or people in his chat, who are mostly other streamers, would start bully him, call him a bottom. I would feel very uncomfortable with it. I remember even one time trying to kind of defend him. No, no, in my world, Silence is the top. And same thing happened with Azaria when her chat started bullying her during our collab. I asked everyone to praise her, and I got some people in her chat to start praising her. And she got some praises, and she was confused and so on. And I felt like it really felt like one of those videos of an abandoned animal that has been tortured by humans so much, and then this human grabs the animal. It's really afraid, but the human is trying to pet them and give them snacks, and suddenly the animal is like experienced warmth and comfort and good for the first time ever. Like someone who didn't eat or ate only trash, and you give them a good food for the first time ever. The analogy, oh my god, yeah, you've been there. You kind of see the same thing. I felt like everybody has to praise Azaria now because she's been experiencing that, excuse me, bullshit of her chat calling her dumb. It was her fault. She gave that a green light. She calls herself dumb. She agreed. She said during the stream, well, they're right. I am stupid, but, and I stopped her. No, who decided that you're stupid? And
Mm-hmm.
that's a circle. That's a loop. Her chat decided that she's stupid. She agreed. She goes with it because she wants to naturally keep chat around. She doesn't want to tell people, "Hey, go fuck off." She wants the viewers, right? You can't tell your viewers stop bullying me because that's at first when you start, you gotta keep what you have. If you have one viewer who will talk about bullshit, you will sit there and listen to their bullshit, and we talk bullshit with them because you don't have other choices. But when I was there looking from the side, it felt terrible. It felt so bad. Um, Same when I collab with Izu or with Celeste or these very famous um, parasocial inducing borderline loot tubers. I say borderline. Izu is borderline. She's not loot. She calls herself a saisont, uh, not
Season.
so
Mm.
say so. She's half and half, I'd say. But she does, like we saw here in the podcast, she does get a lot of bad attention sometimes. And you would see people hit on her or try to tease her in you know how kids try to tease the girl in class by pulling her pigtail or pulling her hair or lifting up her skirt. That's like it's not it's not fun teasing. That's bullying. That's bad bullying. Kind of
Mm-hmm.
like that. And people go and just like Alnicchi. Unlike Alnicchi though, Izu is a bit more proactive in that case. Alnicchi is actually more similar to Celeste, where Celeste would actually joke about that. Celeste would post hentai on her Twitter, but she always adds a joke. She always makes funny of herself or something. But then you go to their chats and you see them on stream and you see how sometimes people in their chat would try to bully them or tease them in order to get some kind of reaction.
Yeah, it's. I think it all comes down to like cute aggression
Mm-hmm.
that they see the VTuber is so cute, so adorable, so attractive that they just they just want to like squeeze them, bully them.
Squeeze.
Yeah, it happens. When
Mm-hmm.
you see a cute animal, you just want to hug them. I think that's the same thing with chat. That's where they're getting cute aggression.
Oh, that's a
Oh,
great analogy.
yeah, cute aggression.
Oh.
Yeah, because you
Oh.
see like on big company VTubers like I say like Rusha, you see all of the time their her chat bullies her,
Mm-hmm.
calling her petan,
Flat
calling her
petan.
flat. Yeah, calling her flat, calling her petan, stuff like that. And
Sid
they
with
will see
Gura.
Rush's yeah, same with her. They
Flat
will
and
see her
dumb and bad at math.
reaction like she will get angry and it's so cute like
Not
you
the
just wanna
petan!
bully her more.
Not the
Yeah.
petan!
And
Lucia boing boing! And it's been years. I miss Lucia. Not the
and I think
petan! Lucia boing boing!
and I think that just the aggression is like sometimes it just goes too far. Just or just so that you can get a reaction from the stream.
Hmm.
It goes too far.
And I really think that the Japanese VTubers kind of designed the current VTuber community, the viewers, that it's okay to go to a female streamer and laugh at her boobs because that's what they do in the corpus. And if it's done in the corpus, that's how the industry works. And
Yeah,
you go to a you go to a streamer and they're like, oh, you have big boobs or you have small boobs, you have no boobs. Where's the boobs? And that's so weird. That's so strange that this is part of the of the default.
it's also kind of like however way the corporals do it, everyone sees like, oh, the corporals are doing this, so it's okay for us to go into your
Mm-hmm.
stream and do the same thing, because you're basically just trying to get to corpo but on your own. And so they think like, because you're looking at the two, you can basically do whatever you want. Whatever is allowed in a corpo stream is allowed in your stream. But in all honesty, that's not the case.
Maybe it's
Mm.
also the reward that you get for it. Russia gets called Petan. She makes a joke out of it. Then she get millions of dollars from super chats.
Hmm.
You get called Petan. You don't really get anything out of it.
You don't get anything.
You might get a sub or two, but
Right.
you're not getting $1 million for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Would you allow your chat to bully you if there's money behind it?
Definitely, it's part of the game.
Or how about you, Nix?
I think that comes into the play of like what Mimic and I did is like workouts for
Mm.
sub, like we're working out for every sub.
Hmm. But the opposite way. I mean, we want to work out, so
We
that
want
was
to work
great.
out there, yeah.
You want
Like
Yeah,
I would,
naturally, you don't want to be bullied, unless you do. I don't know. Maybe you do want to.
like I
yeah,
told my chat. Go ahead, go ahead.
No, no, go ahead.
Like I told my chat like the reason why like I'm doing push-ups for the subs is because I would never do them outside of the stream because I hate them.
Hmm.
Like doing push-ups for every sub is the only way that I will actually do them because I hate them. So this is me forcing myself to work out.
Hmm. I think it kind of the same with my fit stream. I didn't really want to do a fit stream. I had a lot of fun, but I didn't really want to do it. I actually during that day I lost followers. I ended up the same number because I gained followers as well. My followers just changed from people who didn't like fit to people who did like people.
Who did love
It's not.
it?
It's not about the fit. No, it's not people who like fit. It's people who didn't get the joke and people who did get the joke. Because obviously, let's say it straight. Fit is not it's not a part of the body that should be sexually attractive, right? It's
Mm-hmm.
a smelly part that you step on. It's a joke. It's always a joke. Making a fit stream, it's supposed to be funny. That's my sense of humor. I didn't want to do it, but I felt like this is a cool concept for a community goal, for a community thingy, and it's really nice when the community comes together and do that kind of creepy, weird thing, and then I can bully my entire community, kind of force them to watch it.
Wait, I wanna ask, did you expect for the community challenge to be completed in a way? Did you
Borderline,
expect that?
I actually didn't actually didn't expect it.
Honestly, when I first saw it, I'm just like, that thing is gonna be filled up so quickly. I
And you
think
know who's the one who donated the most?
Alnicchi?
The ones who said that Alnicchi, Anton, and Lordo, the three who every day said, "What is that? Never do that," and then they redeem, they contribute.
Anthony is the most has the most contribution, I think. Because he doesn't want me to win. The only reason he contributed because he doesn't want me to be the first in first place. He just wants competition.
But again, that makes this fun. Bullying can be fun if you involve the entire community.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah,
again,
if
if it's a
it's
new
your
person,
community, if it's
yeah,
your community, yeah, it is. If it's not, then get the hell,
yeah.
get that person away. Who are
I
you?
was
Yeah.
tell I always tell that story as well. When Anton came to my chat for the first time, he saw me collab with Arrow, and Anton kind of bullied Arrow. in a funny way. And Arrow didn't like it, so Arrow banned Anton from his chat. And and now Anton is a mod in Arrow's chat. I think he's like a mod everywhere. Um, it was kind of exactly what we were talking about. That sometimes someone that you don't know come in and tries to get in the game, try to play with everyone. It's like remember when you were kids, and you see the other kids play a game. Or maybe you play a game with the other kids, and then someone, hey, can I play too? Yes, and then they just ruin the entire game because they don't know the rules, they don't know the subculture, they don't know how you have been playing this until today. Um, I don't have specific examples, but I can imagine, for example, when I was in a drama club, there was a girl who joined us at the middle of the year, and she kind of ruined the vibe for everyone. It's not her fault. It's just she was the new girl, and she didn't know the inside jokes. And sometimes she would say, "Why is this funny?" And we will all laugh at some inside joke, and she wouldn't because she wasn't there when it happened. Same with
Mm.
D&D. When I get a new kid join the group at the middle of the year, I need to, as quickly as possible, get them in to be a part of everyone. But it doesn't. It will never work. It will never work. And you know what? In VTube High, in the VTuber D&D, I saw that the worst cases, the worst streams, were a mix of old players and new players. It was always bad, always gone wrong. Um, well, the best groups were either a group that is compiled of new players or compiled of old players. Sometimes you can do everyone is a new player except one person. Let's say they're old player, or vice. But like if you do vice versa, everyone is new. Everyone is an old player, and only one person is new. It's gonna go bad for them. They're gonna hate it. They're gonna really hate it.
Mm.
Mm.
Okay, that makes me think. Do you think that newcomers who come and bully you just wants to be inside of wants to join the inside joke of the
Yes.
streamer?
Yes,
That's
yes,
why
Oh,
they
yes,
do
for
yes,
it?
yes, yes,
sure.
yes, exactly. They want to join in, they want to have be a part of the game, they want to be part of the community naturally. Obviously, they want to be a part of the community in their own way. Because I think you will agree with me that many VTubers who became VTubers saw a stream, they saw people having fun, they want to be there. They want to do they want to have the fun with them. I think we're talking about this multiple times in this podcast that sometimes viewers would see us collab and would say, I want to be a VTuber as well. But even if they don't really want to be a VTuber, they just want to have fun, be a part of the community. And those kind of viewers also want to be a part of the community. They just don't know all the small rules, and it takes a while. It takes maybe a few days, a few streams, maybe a few weeks to actually assimilate yourself to the community. Same with people, viewers who are not there for a while and come back after, like Minako, for example. She she had her own school stuff for a few months, and then a week ago she came out of nowhere and she joined me to like a few streams, and she tried to catch up to everything she missed. But she felt, I saw it. It looked like she's like out of the community. She's out of. She doesn't belong. She missed a lot of the inside jokes. It's like you have to watch every episode to um, to be a real part of the community. And then when you try to bully the streamer, it
Mm.
comes out weird.
It comes out different when you're just trying to join. Oh yeah, that also got me curious. Like I know Mimic said on his past podcast that he won't unban a person even though you only did it once. But why is that? Why don't you give second chances to people?
It really depends on why I banned them in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very rarely banning people. I think I banned only one person. I believe so. Maybe two. Maybe two. I'm not sure. Um, but there's two issues. First of all, the ban was because of some serious Twitch TOS break.
Yep.
Um, they've been talking about some serious negative stuff that I am not willing to tolerate. Then
And you
again,
gave them like 4 to 5 second chances.
I did. It wasn't just one case. It was something that dragged on for about 2 weeks. Um, And
2 weeks. Wow.
I feel like it
yeah,
was longer than 2 weeks, from my point of view at
might
Is
be.
it?
least.
Yeah, it was more like a few months, but it in the last 2 weeks before the ban, it got to a point where I was uncomfortable. Every time that person appeared in a stream, I was uncomfortable. Um, I still feel uncomfortable when I see that person. Um, and I'm really thinking to myself, is it fair? Is it fair to ban that person? And I wanted to ask you about that. Oh, we breached to number five, which is how far will you go to ban someone?
Yeah.
Good segue, Alnicchi.
Yeah.
You gain 50 experience points.
Thank you. Thank you. It should be too loud.
No, it's perfect. I have filters for my collab
I good,
partners as well.
good, good, good. Sometimes
Actually,
I
my
think I.
kind
Mm.
of pissed me off. I listened to my feat stream with Nyx and some other collab yesterday, and I was like, hey, my collab partners they sound better than me. Why is that? What the hell? So I messed with the filters a bit. I hope that I'll sound today as good as my collab partners. Um, so I was asking myself, first of all, do I ban that person just on Twitch or on all platforms? Um, I had another case with someone who got into an argument with me and banned me. And they banned me on all platforms. And I was asking myself, do I ban them in return? Do I kick them out of my server? And if I kick them out of my server, what kind of excuse do I give? Um, and then do I ban them on Twitch? Do I ban them on Twitter? What do I do? Do you cross ban on cross platforms? And I've been thinking, no, they did a bad thing on one platform. I ban them on that platform. I'm not gonna ban them on all freaking platforms. That's like too much. That's weird. It just feels weird to me. But I
I
cannot
have to
bring them
disagree.
again. I just but you will do the opposite, Nix. You would probably ban on all platforms because you don't want someone to try and reach out to you in a different way, kind of
Because they
cheat their way
have.
through the ban. Yeah.
Because they have.
What happened, Dix? What happened?
So I did ban a couple people on my channel, and knowing some of them wouldn't cross the boundaries, some of them it's iffy if they would, but like I didn't want to have any communication with them, and so I cut all communications on all platforms. But I didn't know how. I didn't know they had multiple accounts. One person went to my TikTok. I didn't know they had a TikTok. Went and liked every single video, commented on almost every single video,
Mm,
blocked them on TikTok. Next, they went to my YouTube. I don't know how to block or ban people on YouTube. They went, they
can you
watched the
can
video.
you even do it?
I don't know. I just ignored the comment. I ignored what they said on the YouTube video, and I kept it going as is.
You know,
Did
I
not
don't think you
acknowledge
can
it.
do it. I think it's like when you upload something to YouTube, it belongs to YouTube now, not to you. They're not
Mm.
watching you; they're watching YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
You can
Even
flag certain
flag you.
users.
Okay. But yeah, like I definitely went to the extent of like blocking them on everything, but they still went above and beyond and let me message you here, let me message you here, let me try to contact you there.
Oh
Let
yeah,
me
yeah.
get your
You can
attention.
hide particular viewers from the rest of your channel's audience. So you hide their comment in a way that it won't show on your channel,
Mm.
and
And
it
then she
prevents
will
them
have.
from creating clips from your videos or live streams.
Mm. But then
Oh.
she'll have to go to every YouTube video just to flag that person.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess. And they can always make a new user.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's nothing stopping them from doing that. And it's just kind of like, for me, I would block and ban on every platform because people are crazy enough. As from my own experience, they are crazy enough to go to other platforms just to contact you.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to like stalker territory at that point.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
If they keep following you
it
everywhere,
is.
messaging you everywhere.
And that
Yeah, but
person that I banned has been
uh,
doing kind of like that. They've been reaching out to me non-stop on other platforms,
mm,
um, and they have been bothering my mods. I assume you both as well. They've been bothering my mods during a stream. Hey, can you tell me make this? Can you tell me make that? And I talked to that person multiple times. I told them you're not getting unbanned ever. Um, but here's the thing: if they send me a message on Discord, I deal with it after the stream. If they appear in my chat during a stream, that would put me in a very uncomfortable position for the rest of the stream because I will just be on this just be on edge, thinking what are they gonna say next?
Mm-hmm.
When are they going to blow up? And I don't know.
Mm. Because as for me, would I ban some? I haven't gotten that experience where a certain person just follows you everywhere on every social platform. But for me, I think I will go to Nix's side. That once you ban me on one platform, you're gonna be banned everywhere because I don't. There is a reason why I banned you on this on for example Twitch. There's a reason why I banned you, so I don't want to see you, eh, and on Twitch and on everywhere. I just don't want to see you. Like, um, how can I say this? Um, why would I give you a chance to talk to me on the other platform if I banned you here on Twitch? Like, why? Why would I
Yeah.
give you a chance to speak to me?
Like going off of that, like I banned you on the main channel that I'm usually on. Why would I want to talk to you or have any contact with you on the other channels that I might not be on as much as I am my main channel? Like it doesn't make sense to why you would ban someone on one platform and then
Yeah, for
leave
then not on
open.
the other.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, are you giving that person a chance to talk to you again,
Because from
or what?
their point of view,
Mm.
maybe it's been a misunderstanding. Maybe they changed. Maybe they regret what they've done. They won't do it again. Will you unban someone?
No. I banned them for a reason. I banned them for a reason and I'm not taking the ban away.
Mm-hmm. And you don't think they
Yeah.
can actually change?
No.
Mm-hmm.
I think for me, like I get to a point where if I'm banning them, my intention is for them to not come back. Ever.
Mm.
It doesn't matter what they're standing, what they were in the community. If they have crossed the line with me, they have crossed the line and I will not tolerate them being here.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Because at the end of the day, this goes back to whether or not I am comfortable in my own stream. I will say for sure, and I talked to some of my mods about this because when my incident happened, I banned and blocked some people, but I didn't know. I knew that they had alt accounts. I didn't know what their alt accounts were.
Mm-hmm.
Not until later on. I had my stream, I had a collab, and I was during that stream, I was having fun, but I was also on edge the whole entire time because I was so worried about a new user coming in or someone who's been here before and who just started randomly talking again out of nowhere and just being on edge for the whole entire stream. When I ended stream, I to my collab partners, I was just like, I'm sorry that I had fun, but I'm not happy with this stream because, and I told them like, because of this situation, I felt as if I could not be comfortable in my own stream, in my own spot that I am trying to be having fun in. And so the fact that I felt that way tells me that if they were to ever come back, I'd still be put in that same position, and I don't want to be uncomfortable in my own environment.
Hmm. Kind of makes me see Izu as a very smart person. She manages to make people block her instead of blocking them.
Wow.
Every once in a while, a guy would get closer to her, very close, and then would ask her to go out with him, and she would say no, and then they would block her. And
Mm.
I'm giving Izu as an example, but this is way more common than what we think. Um, so I've been um, in this way. I see Izu as someone who gives the other person the adult talk, like, "Hey, we are not we're not a couple, right? You decided that you're in love with me. I'm not in love with you. You're just a viewer." And some people can't deal with that and they block her. And I have a few more VTubers in my head who have very, very similar experiences. And I'm asking myself, maybe maybe that's a better approach. Maybe blocking someone is kind of running away from the responsibility. Maybe you just have to go and tell them, hey, you crossed some line today. Remember that this stream is about me, not about you. Please don't bring your stream here at all. Remember that you're just a viewer. It's my stream, and we're not friends. And then let them decide if they want to keep watching you or not. Maybe blocking someone, because I feel like when I block someone and they ask me to unban them, I feel like this puts me in this uncomfortable position where if I block them, I'm a bad person. They kind of guilt trip me that I'm a bad person because I couldn't deal with this like an adult. I decided to ban them. So is blocking someone the right way to deal with that kind of stuff at all?
I mean, you don't just block anyone. If you have talked to them or if you have warned them several times that they're doing something bad to you, then like that deserves a block or a ban.
Mm-hmm.
And you have given them many chances. So why unban them? Do you want if you did unban them, do you want to have the anxiety of like, oh no, when they're gonna do this bad thing to me again during my
Hmm.
stream? Like I don't want to have that anxiety every time I'm with a collab partner or
Mm-hmm.
just streaming in general. I don't want to
Bunny.
think about that person in general.
Yeah, yeah,
I don't
yeah,
want
exactly.
I
You,
don't want
you
them
Mm-hmm.
don't
to live
wanna.
rent free in my head.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Rent free in my head. Banning is dealing the right way. You feel uncomfortable when they are around. That is the right way to not pay too much attention and just remove them. That's right. But I'm
Mm-hmm.
thinking to myself, when you ban someone, we will Nyx, the experience, and me, they might come back. And after every stream, like, oh, here's another message from X through a different account, or maybe, oh, my mod is being bothered by X because the X has been bothering them. And some of my mods, I think all of you, Alnicchi, Anton, and X, have come to me at one point, hey, that person asked me to ask you to unban them. And it never ends. It never
Mm-hmm.
ends. But like you said, I have tried talking to them and like it won't
Mm.
reach.
Sometimes like talking to them won't help, but it also really depends on like the person and the situation and whether or not they're really just doing it for attention or not.
Hmm.
Because sometimes that's kind of as bad as it sounds. Sometimes that's what it is. Like they join your stream, they say hello, they say hi, they talk to you for a little bit, and then you stop talking to them, and then they ask you another question. You stop talking, and then they continue until your whole entire attention is on them and only them.
And it stops being a stream. It's more
Mm-hmm.
of a personal conversation, but there's other people here.
Yeah.
And I see that as a viewer. Sometimes I would go to someone's chat and I would see that they are talking to a very specific viewer. Um, and that would put me as another viewer in an uncomfortable situation. Oh, it's not a stream we chat. It's a stream for that viewer. That's their best friend. They talk with them all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Like imagine you go to my stream and you talk about something, and then Anton writes a message, and I completely ignore you, and I talk with Anton like the whole day, and it's hello, are you Darth Vader? Because I want your force inside of me. Which one? Which force? Which force? Hello, Death by Beyond.
Anthony, excuse me.
Excuse me. I don't know, I like bringing Anthony to as an example because Anthony is so chill. um, that's a great pickup line for
Oh
me.
my gosh.
I love it.
No.
Death by Beyond. Um, so I'm I think it was yesterday. I think it was yesterday. I went to someone's stream. Maybe it was this morning, and they really tried to juggle between me and some of in a conversation they had with some other viewers before I came there. What up, baby? Are you sitting on the F5 key? Because your ass is refreshing. That was less, less good. Pickup line
It's a
bot.
pickup line bot. What?
What? It's a pickup line bot?
It's
Death
a bot?
by Beyond. Are you a bot?
Are you?
Solve this captcha right now. Uh,
Oh wait,
uh,
wait. Somebody's calling me. I'm gonna return in a
okay.
bit.
Solve this captcha by every letter. I needed to make a word for that letter.
The account was made yesterday. Getting that bot riz.
Bot raise. We'll see soon if the bot can solve my captcha.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's honestly
mm,
pretty funny.
it's actually really funny that we got that.
I
I think you
think you
broke them.
broke them. Yes, I
Yes,
am.
I'm a bot. My name is me, Mario the bot. Can't create it yesterday. Now I don't know how to deal with that. For example, we just talked about banning
Mm-hmm.
and banning bots. Is the bot is the user who is acting role playing as a bot? I never know.
No, if they're alive, at least seems so.
But they didn't solve my captcha.
I'm
Just
back.
copy paste.
Welcome back. We are
Welcome back.
we're actually putting the discussion into practical use by asking, do we ban Death by Beyond or not? I guess I'm at an exhibition because you are quite a work of art. So like this is weird, right? It's not a person that have a normal conversation with you.
Mm-hmm.
It actually feels like a real bot. And I don't know if this is a user who is like acting like a bot or this is actual bot. I don't know. I really don't know. So I think maybe what we should try is to ignore the bot for a while and see if it keeps just delivering bot messages. Maybe it goes away, or
Isn't
maybe it
bot
starts.
messages if the grammar is interesting and not correct?
I'm a bot.
I
My name is
I am
Michael de
bugging.
Santa.
Nah, I think it. I think this
I
person's
think it
just
is a
calling
bot.
my.
No, I'm not sure
Is
because it's
it?
the same.
I
Yes,
think
I'm a
this
bot.
is
My name is me, Mario. And then, yeah, I'm a bot. My name is Michael de Santa. I don't know. We'll follow the bot messages for a while.
my guess is a
Regardless,
person.
see what just happened. Do you see what just happened?
Mm-hmm.
We are completely off track because of the bot. We're completely off track because of that thing. That's actually a brilliant thing for
Pretty
this
much what we were just
podcast.
talking about is like you're
Yeah,
giving all your attention to one person.
exactly. And you're forgetting the conversation, you're forgetting the game, you're forgetting the other viewers.
Mm-hmm.
And look at what happens in chat. Anthony, Evil, they talking about the bot as well. The bot is taking all the attention from the stream. Now, this is a funny bot. What happened? What happens when it's someone who's venting or I'm confusing you and don't know if I'm a bot or a person. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what happens? What happens if this is someone who's venting or trauma dumping or um, talking about their personal experience? Oh, I remembered where I saw that. I went into a stream and they were talking about anime, and one person was talking about their specific anime that they liked or didn't like, and the streamer had to will give them attention, right? Instead of talking about the stream, they were talking about their personal experience with anime. And I see a lot of people actually who come to my stream and start talking about homebrew characters in D&D or rules that I make in D&D. And sometimes I feel like, what do I do now? Do I talk about your homebrew character because it kind of disconnects everyone from the stream? And now we're
Mm-hmm.
talking about you. Sometimes they would even ask, "Can I tell you about this? Can I tell you about that?" And I'm like, "Yeah, you can tell me." But is it a smart thing? Maybe the smart reaction is, "Here's my Twitter or my Discord. Please send me a DM. Show me, and I'll look at it after the stream." That's much easier for me to do it with clips. When someone tells me, can I show you a clip? I usually go, here's my Twitter, here's my Discord. Please send me the clip. I'll watch it later. I'll watch it after the stream.
Mm.
But when it comes to personal conversations, I find it hard to do it. Maybe that's the correct reaction. Can I tell you about something really, really cool that happened to me? Send me a DM, I'll look at it after the stream. Maybe I'll have the privilege to do it when I have more viewers, when the chat goes brrr.
But yeah, that's
But
actually an
within that,
interesting
a
way
view.
that you do that.
Mm, I just don't know how I feel about a viewer just casually chatting you outside of your stream. I just don't know how I feel
Yeah.
about it.
Let's be honest, when someone sends me something long, like, hey, you want to see a short story I wrote? Yeah, of course. Show me, send it to me. And they send me I don't know, or you want to see a clip? They send me a 1 hour video.
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
like, I'll skim it. I'll read very roughly and say, oh, hey, that's really cool. Maybe I'll give
Mm-hmm.
like my 2 cents. But at least I don't have to deal with it during the stream, where I need to be in my top energy and top game, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, is there any chance for you to unban someone?
No.
No, still a no for me. Still a
Mm-hmm.
no.
Once you're
No.
banned, you're gone. I'm sorry. You
Mm-hmm.
did that to yourself.
Yeah.
You did it to yourself.
Fumi!
As Celeste said, 3 strikes and you're out.
Look who's here. The
Wait,
devil
who's here?
herself. It's Fumi.
Fumi, oh no. Hello, hello. Hello, my
Fumi!
Welcome.
beautiful. Hello, hello, Fumi.
Fumi!
To the stream. Welcome, welcome,
Mm-hmm.
welcome. My God. Yeah, and there's another one. Fumi, who deals a lot with.
Would you
Who deals
consider
with that?
their appeal they put one in?
Um, for me, no, because I banned them for a reason. Whatever reasoning that they give me of their quote unquote appeal, I'm not gonna accept because they've already made me uncomfortable to the point where I had to ban them.
Have you tried reading some of the appeals? Like, what do they say? Like, just please unban me just like that?
It's
Or do they.
probably, I'm
But
sorry, I will never do it again.
mm-hmm. It's basically like the oh, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that, I shouldn't have done that. Please give me one more chance. I promise I'll be better, I'll be good. It's always the empty fake promises that they're pretty much just saying so they can come back.
And you know what? Even if they are genuinely apologizing, even if they genuinely will never do it again, it will not remove the uncomfortable feeling that I have with them.
Mm-hmm.
That's ruined forever. I see that person, I feel blah. That's it. It will always be like that.
Because yeah, once they make you uncomfortable once, you don't want to have any contact with them that's gonna make you uncomfortable again.
Mm-hmm. And you know what? I've been thinking about you two, for example. Alnicchi, Nyx, you've never said anything in chat like the things that we just described.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even imagine you doing something like that. But then there's people that I genuinely feel there's three people that I can think of. One of them one of them I banned, and the other two are coming back to my stream like every 3 months, saying hi and they leave. So I don't even get a chance to ban them. But in those cases, I really feel like they're here to check out if I'm collabing with a cute girl. If I do, they will go to her channel, enter their community, subscribe to her, um, and they will try to hit on her during my stream or something like that. It's like, oh,
Mm.
it is so annoying.
Like, Mimic, I'm sorry, but somebody's calling me again. Wait just a minute. I'm
Answer,
sorry, I'm sorry, sorry, sorry.
answer, and I will tell some secrets about Alnicchi in the meantime.
Oh, let's
Um,
hear it.
what was it? I just had something. Um, okay, so I was talking about to Alnicchi. We were talking about this person who comes to my stream, and that person is the most parasitic user viewer that I have. I think they they come to my stream only when I collab with a new cute girl. They would subscribe to her immediately during my stream with her, and they would be in her community forever. And I got complaints about that person. And that person
Mm.
came to me from a different community, and I got a warning about that person. It's really annoying. And I haven't seen that person in a while. And I talked to Alnicchi, and she was like, maybe it was because you didn't collab with a new cute girl in a while.
That's
And
all you
then I
gotta do.
collab,
Just go kill off with another cute girl, see what happens.
and then I had a collab with a new cute girl. And Alnicchi and I we were joking like, do you think that person will appear?
Did they?
And they did.
Oh my gosh.
They did. They appeared. They immediately went to her stream and they subscribed to her immediately.
Oh my gosh. That's so.
And I
That's
ignored it
so
because
funny.
it happens so naturally that I ignored it. But then I was talking to Alnicchi later, and I was like, hey, yeah, I collabed with that new person. It was really fun. And Alnicchi was like, wait, remember that person? Did he appear? And I was like, oh my god, he did. He did.
That's really
Thankfully,
a stalker.
thankfully, I have
Oh,
14. I have
I am
1,400
fan.
followers. Hello, welcome back. I have 1,400 followers right now, so you'll never guess who that is. But
But
because I talked to them about a viewer that joins me only when I collab with a cute girl,
uh,
and they immediately go to their community, and they did that after a while. Um, and we laughed about it because it's like sometimes you think the streamer doesn't see those kind of things. I do. I
Mm-hmm.
see. I see the people. I see Fumi. I immediately think of my collab with Fumi. I see Anton. I immediately think of Anton in Video By. I see Evil. I immediately think of Evil in the podcast. I see the viewer. The name and the color of the name immediately pops my mind with my associations with that person. And if my association is, hey, you've been hitting on my collab partner during a stream in my channel, then you went to her channel, subscribed to her, and started hitting on her, and then she went to me and asked me, what do I do with that person? That's my memory of you. Um, and it's really amazing what kind of weird people you meet in streaming.
It is. You definitely meet weird people, but you also meet like good people too. And so it
Oh,
definitely balances out for sure.
the vast majority is good people. Definitely, we bring out the bad situations here, but the fact that I'm streaming here with the two of you, two amazingly talented women, is just wonderful. It's really wonderful. Um,
uh,
so
but I'm
that's
gonna
approved.
be yeah, how sometimes like just one bad incident happens during stream, then all of a sudden all the good things that happens to you during the stream
Yeah,
just go
Mm-hmm.
boom
they
like
go
that.
overshadow. Yeah, it's so easy to
The overshot.
overshadow the good stuff with one bad event. I want to say this though. Um, none of us is perfect. I also have some. What was the sentence? I also have some dust that I need to clean in front of my door. Um,
Skeletons in your closet, is that the correct
I
expression?
I'd say that
I've
skeleton
Not
is
heard
my
really.
closet.
neither one of those expressions.
Yeah. Um, it's like I'm not perfect either. I
Mm-hmm.
have not been, the perfect. Naturally today I know how to deal with stuff better than what I used to in like half a year ago. Um, and maybe we always say that the fish stinks from the head.
Mm-hmm.
We always say that it's the streamer's fault. The streamer is bringing the community. And if I had those creep moments, maybe I kind of gave a green light for that. Hey fishy, how you doing? But my community right now is a lot more wholesome. So maybe now I'm kind of not forgiving those kind of moments. I'm dealing with them better.
Mm.
Fishy just said, I don't.
But you are
How
fishy.
dare you? How
Oh
dare
my
you
gosh.
call Fishy stinky? How dare you? Bad stream. And no joke.
Do you ban any words
No,
in
I
chat?
don't ban it.
No, I
Because
don't.
I have
No,
a streamer friend who there is a word that was said to them on stream by a certain user so many times. It was like silly. Let's say silly. It was like silly.
Mm.
You're silly. Oh, you're so silly. Oh, silly, 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 silly. And it was, um, and they started developing such hatred to that word that they not only banned the word silly, but they also told their mods that every time someone says that, immediate cooldown, immediate ban.
Oh,
So that's also amazing how one person can make a word into a trigger.
that's really interesting, actually. That's really interesting.
Yeah, like I'm trying to think if any of the on my past stream, if anybody tried to trigger me in a way, but no, I don't
Hmm.
think. I don't think anybody has said a certain word many times for me to be for it to be banned
Hmm.
for me. Like it's
I
just
mean,
a word.
the words that you don't really want to see are automatically banned by Twitch, which is great.
Yeah,
It's very convenient.
Mm-hmm.
like if it's just like a very basic, it's just a safe word, like the word that I banned from your friend.
Hmm.
Mm. Would I ban something like that if it just keeps on spamming it? For me,
Yeah,
no.
exactly.
Like for me, I still not gonna ban that certain word. Like
Hmm.
it's just a word. As long as it's not doesn't mean anything bad or hurtful, I won't ban it. Like,
It
keep on
doesn't, but they
spamming.
kept saying that in a very
Like
suggestive way, like a first grader teasing another first grader, like a boy teases a girl, and she just felt really uncomfortable with that
Mm.
continued um, attempt using that word.
yeah, still the same for me. As long as it doesn't mean anything bad or hurtful, then just
Yeah.
go ahead and
Mm.
Or if it's not
it's
directed
just
to anyone either.
mm, using it to bully someone else. Like, hey, using this certain word from this certain uh streamer that I like. Ooh, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
How did you manage to trigger Anthony?
I think that's a great way to sum up everything. I think with all of the banning that we talked about, it's either a case where someone is trying to hoard attention to themselves, not
Mm,
understanding that this is a platform where there's many viewers, or um, or someone making you uncomfortable by saying or doing stuff that you just don't like.
Mm-hmm.
mm. And I think we only like tackled two topics.
It
Oh,
sometimes
we
it
did
happens.
4 topics, but yeah, this is the podcast. I do wanna finish with something fun, so we're gonna go to the last topic here,
Uh, was
which
Where's the last
is:
one?
are
Oh
you
my
gonna
gosh.
are you streaming naked?
oh no, oh
Who
no,
who
no.
thought of
Oh
this
yes,
question?
I'm gonna
I'm
put the
very
music as well here.
curious.
What kind of music is it?
Just the podcast music. Tori,
Okay,
hello. Okay, so
I thought it's gonna be something else. So I
so here's the thing. You two live in countries with in locations with opposite degrees, I believe. Alnicchi is living in a place that's very hot, very warm, and Nyx is
yeah,
like living in the cold lands, cold, freezing tundra, and I'm
Yes.
like living in the middle with like weird weather. I constantly. How do you stream? I know some streamers stream fully clothed, some in their pajama, some are completely naked, some in underwear. Some of them have electric fans on them. Some of them have air conditioner. What's your situation?
okay, I'm
So
gonna
my
go.
situation. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
go first. Go first. Like go first. I was gonna
You
say
can go.
I'm
You
gonna
can
let
go.
Nix go first. Like,
You know what? You can speak at the same time, and viewers will try to understand.
okay, okay, I'll go first. I'll go first. Okay. For me, since it's like, I think the last time it dropped like 40 degrees here in the Philippines, so I mostly stream like in spaghetti straps and shorts. Most of the time, like I'm not gonna stream naked. Like hell no, hell no. Like
Mm-hmm.
I have my family members here. Like they will
Oh,
see
but you,
me
if
like
you were living
yeah.
alone, if you're alone,
Still no. Why would I do that? No, I'm not a dude.
I know many VTubers who stream naked because I mean they're
Even
VTubers because they
females,
can. Yeah, they're
females.
VTubers because they can stream naked. Yeah, 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 females.
I only know a few people who stream like naked, but they're all male.
Yeah, I have haven't heard of a female VTuber stream naked. Like what?
Many corpo streamers say that, but actually, maybe when I think about it, it's just the bullshit to attract more parasocial relationships. You know, ooh, she
Yeah, that's
streams
what I'm
naked.
thinking.
Could be. Maybe I've been deceived.
You've been bamboozled, Mimic.
Yeah.
Bamboozled.
There is no
Ant
there is no
says
female streamer.
Ant says that he streams naked.
You're an ant. Of
How do
course
you
you
guys
don't have
even know
clothes.
that? Like, how do you come casually to this topic? It's not casually. It's been built for 3 hours.
Yeah,
Some people,
it's on the list. Yeah.
yeah, some people kind of just also like blatantly say that they stream like what like the clothes that they stream in. Like I've definitely seen like some people be like, "Oh, it's so hot over here. I'm not streaming with any clothes on." I'm just like, "What?" But for me, depending on like, because right now like it's not cold. Right now
Oh, how
it's
do you reach that? Oh. How do you reach the topic when you speak with VTubers? I know you speak a lot. It
mm,
comes up
mm-hmm.
because I find it really strange. What did you say, Nix?
So for over here, like right now it's warm. It's not cold. So currently I'm still in my pajamas because I woke up at 6.
Mm-hmm.
I hop into the podcast right away, and I'll be changing after the podcast. But normally, like if I'm streaming in the morning, I'm most likely like if I'm streaming early in the morning, I'm streaming with my pajamas. But when it comes to like within the winter, I'm usually like wearing sweatpants, a sweatshirt. Like I am like fully bundled. I have a blanket. It is cold. I stream next to a window. It is cold. And so honestly, I stream to when like I make myself comfortable. Like if I'm cold, I'm grabbing sweatshirts, I'm grabbing blankets to make myself warm. If it's hot, like I'm probably just gonna be streaming in like shorts and like a t-shirt. Like that's just like I'm streaming fully clothed. I think it's weird to stream without clothes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like why? Like do you want your bum to touch the soft cushion of your chair? Like what? Why?
Ooh.
I just
Like
Ooh.
what?
I can't stream naked. That's just it's like sleeping naked. I know people do that, but I can't. I just it's weird. I need to
Yeah.
wear something. And I
Mm-hmm.
also know that if I would wear normal clothes, like going out clothes, and not a pajama, maybe I'll look at my stream in a more professional way. You know, I'm sitting here, I'm doing work. But with your pajama, like you can chill, you can do whatever you want. Uh, maybe you even a bit. Oh, I forgot the word. Wait, I'm gonna Google the word. It's like mocking your own stream. You're not taking your stream seriously.
Mm.
Dress for the job that you want to have. Like, and I like how Dream says it. Wait, where is it? Dream Skill just said, where was it?
Disrespect.
Hey, I'm Mimic and I'm streaming naked by the way. Nice to meet you. Is that what how the conversation goes?
Would anyone
Or
collab with
they
me if I start like that?
See what happens.
see what happens? Try it.
Try it for a week. See
Like,
what happens.
yeah, try for a week and
Actually,
message us.
I haven't asked new people for collabs in a long time. Azaria and
Mhm.
Lyra are the two first ones in a while.
Mm.
Because I've been very happy with the people that I know at this point.
Time to test it out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Mimi
time to
got
Mimi got
the
the
test
same
it.
same
idea as
idea
me.
as me.
Wait.
Try it, everyone in chat, and next week we're gonna have the results.
Yeah.
Next, yeah, we'll
Let's
have the
see how
results back in next
let's
week.
yeah, let's see
Show
how
me your
many
resume.
people on Discord, on Twitter, on
How many collabs do you get? How many cancels do you get? How
Mm-hmm.
many quote retweets?
I feel like
I don't know.
I'm tempted just to like have everyone just go to your Twitter and say just like tweet that and see what happens.
But don't
A
blame
new
us.
wave.
Say that it's your idea.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I what resume? I'd show me your resume. What resume to prove that I'm streaming? What?
Oh no, we have this thingy here that
It's an
if you want
it.
to collab with me, show me your resume.
Mm-hmm.
I stream naked. Put it in your resume, Alton.
Put it in your
No,
resume.
The top of your resume. Naked
no,
streamer.
no! Please don't. Please don't. Like what?
Entrepreneur.
What will he even give for a picture? Like
What? Your model. Your VTuber model.
Okay. But he's an
Oh,
ant. He's already naked. Okay,
that's
never mind. Never
Put a
mind.
small suit on the ant.
put a top hat,
Put a top hat, yeah.
top hat and a monocle.
Unless you're dressed, right? You wear this
Yeah, I
white
wear a
sheet.
bed sheet.
A
Yeah,
bed sheet,
I'm
yeah.
wearing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm wearing a bed sheet.
You know, I asked Alnicchi before, and she didn't answer yet. What is the bed sheet made
Hmm?
of? Is it polyester, cotton? What is that?
Silk.
Uh,
Human skin?
I'll 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 go with silk just so I have a Gucci bed sheet.
Ooh, silky ghost.
Yeah, silky
Silky.
girls. Yeah, silky milky. Yeah.
Silky milky.
Okay, I'll stop at that. Sorry.
No, please give us more. Silky
No,
milky.
Continue.
no, no, no. I
Milky
don't
stream
wanna.
when?
I don't wanna. 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 Stop.
So you're all dressed when you stream?
Of course, of
Mm-hmm.
course. It just feels weird to tell your chat, "Hey, I'm streaming naked." By the way, like why?
I wonder if this is only something that YouTubers do. Say
Yeah, do
that.
they?
I mean,
Yeah, does the chat even need that information? What I'm
mm,
wearing today?
if you want parasocial relationships, yes.
Yeah.
Uh, it's like,
Mm,
probably. Oh yeah, that kind of is.
Imagine a
I guess
fancy
so.
dress while streaming.
Wearing a fancy dress will stream. I think all of you know what I wear. I wear the same thing I wore for the feed stream. Hasn't
You
been
know
a
what would
week
be
yet.
really interesting if Mimic did a feet stream in like a suit. That'd be so interesting. It'd be so weird. But Mimic,
And then
would
I
you ever
show the
do
suit.
it?
I
You
show
show
the
the
suit at the
shoot.
end, like, well, I've been properly dressed this whole time. The
Properly
problem with the
dressed,
feed
showing
stream,
feet.
I don't know why. I sweated so much. I was so sweaty.
Yeah, I can see.
It was a great workout.
You said it. Yeah, you said it during the stream. You were so sweaty, and your hair
Hmm.
was so messy too when you collab with Azaria.
Damn, I didn't
Yeah, you
remember
could
that.
tell. You could tell that like you had like it looked like you just finished a workout.
You see, that's how you know they're good friends. Uh, they look at they remember that. The thing is how your hair looks.
Just like, was it the proper term? Unruly? Is that the
Mm.
correct term?
I like
Yeah,
messy.
unruly hair. Yeah, messy hair, messy hair, messy hair. I
Unkempt.
think I asked you after your stream. I asked you, did you comb your hair by the way?
She asked me, "Do you comb your hair every once in a while?" She was so gentle, like, "Do you comb your hair?" Just asking for a friend.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, let's take three takeaways from today.
Oh
Three
yeah, you
takeaways.
Yeah, stream naked.
y-
Uh,
yeah
takeaways.
yeah, you two go first.
Oh, you can go first. You're a guest. Let's see what we talked
Yes.
about.
I'm thinking
What was the first topic? We
The
started with a
first
unique topic.
topic.
is it's the gender thing. If
Do you
you're
Yeah.
stream?
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Do you stream with your the same gender or a different gender?
yeah.
I'll add it to the list here.
Then next
Hmm.
is wait, I can remember it. I know I
Yeah,
can.
then we talked about the humanoid versus model versus
Mm,
creature model. We talked about bullying and banning
bullying.
people. And what you wear when you stream.
Oh, I think I have
Um.
one. It's different.
Like, mm,
Give us Nix.
Be happy with your model.
Be happy with your model,
aw.
or maybe use the model that makes you happy.
Mm-hmm.
Um.
I'll go with stream with whoever you want to. You want to stream with a guy, stream with a guy. You want to stream with a girl, stream with a girl. And don't think too much. Don't think too much.
And for me, I guess as much as early as possible, know your limits. On what people can say on your stream and communicate well with your mods about that. Know your limits.
Know your limits and communicate it with your mods.
That's a long. That's a long.
That's what she said. Here they are. Today's takeaways. Let's give another shout out to the ladies. Here is Alnicchi. Alnicchi, what you up to today? What you gonna do after this?
Yeah. Actually, I'm working right. Is it? I'm so unprofessional. I'm actually working while doing the podcast. So.
Or maybe you're
Oh.
so professional, you're doing two things at the same time.
I kind of feel bad about it that I'm working while doing the podcast. I kind of feel bad doing all of it. But
So after this, you're
but
gonna
I'm
go
happy
back to
to be
work.
here. Yeah, I'm
Mhm.
gonna go back to work.
And when's your
When
next stream?
it's gonna be by Wednesday. I don't know. It's 5 p.m. SGP with Zedric Tamahoshi. We're gonna be playing Undertale, like the multiplayer mod one.
Wait, there's an Undertale multiplayer?
Yeah, it's a mod though. It's a mod.
That's so
So
cool.
yeah,
How
we're
does it
gonna
go?
figure out. Yeah, I have to download this kind of LAN software. I'm gonna let Zedric teach me about it and how it works, probably by on my day off, and
Yeah,
just to
oh, I
see if we can
see
stream
it
it.
on YouTube. That
Yeah,
is so cool. Up
yeah.
to 4 players.
After 4 period, but it's only the two of us who's gonna play.
That's so cool. And you dodge the bullets together. Everyone has to do
Yeah.
that's so cool. And everyone walks on the map.
Um, yeah, we still haven't decided if we're gonna go pacifist or genocide route. We still have to think about that.
That's so cool. You're gonna have to do voice acting of all the characters.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna let Zedric do all the voice acting. I'm just gonna do all the dodging.
What about you,
Yeah,
Nix?
that's
What
about.
you're up to?
So I'm gonna see if my sister is gonna be streaming, and if not, I'm gonna go and finish my push-ups and my squats in a little bit. If not
When
later
today?
on today.
Ooh,
Let's
go.
go.
Because I
Fitness
didn't
stream.
have fitness stream. I didn't have a stream planned today, but because I didn't have Wi-Fi yesterday or the day before, I couldn't do my streams, and so now I need to make up for it.
Hmm. What's better, Wi-Fi or waifu?
Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi for the win.
What if
Wi-Fi
your
for the win.
Wi-Fi is your waifu?
Best of both
Oh.
worlds.
It's a router, humanoid router, a router VTuber. My Wi-Fi is a waifu. Wi-Fi waifu. And let's see if we can give a shout out to Nix as well.
Mimic, what are your plans?
Let's see. There is a new game that came out on Xbox Game Pass called Planet of Lana. I want to try it out. I'm gonna play it after this. And no D&D this week because I need to build the maps, and we got a holiday here, so there's gonna be some family members sleeping in the next room. Unless if I get a surprise and there's no family members sleeping in the next room, and then I don't know, we'll improvise something. But slowly we got the plans for VTube High third season getting bigger, and I definitely want to see Nix in there.
Yes, I will try to make it
And-
this time, actually.
Mm-hmm. And oh, Saturday. I'm not no stream tomorrow because Friday, but Saturday we got Digi-chan's birthday, and I'm gonna join Digi-chan, Sora, and Hibiki, and we're gonna do a writing competition.
Ooh,
It could be very interesting, very fancy.
that will be fun. So, Mimic, next week?
And I'm gonna try to write about other VTubers. Maybe I'm like a love story.
Ooh, a
for
love
Nyx.
story.
Yeah, about Nyx and her feet.
And my feet? Leave my feet out of this.
Nyx's left foot and right foot love story.
Oh no, this is gonna be interesting.
What's happening to the next week? Next week I do have studies. So do you want to go Wednesday or Friday?
Friday.
Friday it is.
I have a guest ready for Friday next week.
Perfect. Look at you. and we're also reaching the end of the semester, which is great.
Oh,
So as
congratulations.
it, yeah, that's a rough semester. That's let's not talk about it. It's a really rough semester, the worst of them all.
You're
I
almost done.
forgot this.
Yeah, almost done. Double edged hydrate, thank you, Anton. So
Last
thank you everyone for
hydrate.
joining and stretch. Hmm. Yeah, thank you so much for joining us today. Next week on Nyx's channel, catch us up with a new guest. I'm gonna take like 5 minutes break. I'm gonna eat something. I'm gonna freshen myself up, and I will meet you all here for Planet of Lana in a bit. A huge thank you again to Alnicchi and Nyx.
Hey, thank you for letting me be here. I have fun. I had so much fun. Thank you,
Well,
thank
thank you for
you.
joining.
You know that's the best thing to hear after a collab. Um, that someone had fun.
Mm-hmm.
I did.
Mm-hmm.
It was a very, very different experience from my usual collabs because I usually just play games with other people.
So I gotta say, since we started doing the podcast, I've been doing this kind of podcast feeling and talking with people nonstop. You tickled Elmo. You tickled
No, no,
Oh my
no, no.
gosh.
I am afraid.
I've never heard this before.
No, stop. Elmo loves you.
Nix, are you terrified? Because I'm terrified right now.
A tiny bit. A tiny bit.
Nick said
This
I
is-
collab with my feet. I think she's able to do anything at this point.
This is clearly Mickey Mouse.
We can
Can
say
you
it
do
now
a
out
Mickey
loud.
Mouse now?
You want me to do a tickle Mickey Mouse as well? Oh
Yeah.
boy, tickle
Can you?
Mickey.
And yeah, I like Elmo more.
Oh
I like
yeah,
Elmo
Mickey
more.
is less exciting than Elmo, naturally.
Yeah, I think
Someone-
you definitely got some people out of lurking mode.
Someone redeemed it yesterday, and they were like, "Oh, I thought it was a sound alert." And I was like, "No,
It
I'm
technically
doing
is
my
a
own
sound alert.
alerts. I'm
I
doing
am
the
the
sound
sound
alerts.
alert.
I should put more. I'm doing the anime wow, wow, and do all of those redeems, but I'm doing the voices."
Oh my gosh. That was great. That was the first time I heard it. I too was
Yeah.
curious.
This is such a common occurrence and not even facing.
Gonna get my shot now.
Anthony's now used to all of Mimic shenanigans during stream. Good job, Anthony. Good job.
Anyway, I'm gonna go eat. Thank you, ladies, so much for joining me, and I will see all of you, everyone, in a bit.
We'll see you guys next time.
Bye. I'll be back.
Bye bye.